So, hello
Oh
everyone.
my
I've just
goodness.
enjoyed the most wonderful hour of my entire life. Wait, somebody's on the wrong extension.
What do you mean?
Nope.
What are you talking?
Actually,
Could
so
you
the
imagine
dice.
if the DM didn't update and everyone
No,
else did? That would be hilarious.
the dice tower extension is broken because it just gave me an
Uh-oh.
alert. So the
You just
extension where
told
you,
us that everything was fixed.
I thought it was, but the little dice tower extension that sits on the top corner of your character sheets looks like it's wonky. Try to roll in it. While you try to roll in it again, let's see what happens if I get another one. Oh, that seemed to work.
There we go.
I don't know. That was weird. It just said Foxy local
Yeah,
dice tower extension.
I was trying to move the chat box and that popped up.
Oh, okay? Maybe you dragged it into the chat. Okay, never
Could be.
mind.
I don't know.
Crisis averted.
I was just trying to give you a heart attack before stream so we could get that over with.
Right there.
Perfect.
Thanks so
You
much.
bet.
Because I saw that immediately. Like, what? Wait.
Just another service I provide.
So I also want to point out, do errors normally pop up in green?
No.
Okay, because that
No.
doesn't seem like a very error-like color.
No. So what happens is you guys have seen it in stream. What happens is there's a box that will drop down from the top of Fantasy Grounds. It just lists the log, and towards the bottom it will be all the errors, and then so it just covers everything. But sometimes you can see things that happen, like what's that? Like errors will show up in the thing because it's like, okay, that's not working. But yeah, no, Foxy got me and made me think something was broken. Thank you so much, Foxy,
You
for
bet.
getting that out of the way for me.
I do what I can.
Love that for me.
Me too.
Anyway,
Aw, but it
um,
brought a smile to your face.
no, that's nervousness, okay? That's pressure. This is how I handle it so I don't break things. Anyway,
I
hello
don't know.
Are you
everyone.
saying that you break under pressure?
No, I'm actually pretty good under pressure. You know what? I just want to
I'm gonna
shake
work
you
with
right
I'm gonna
now.
work with Serial then and have her use her animal form, and I'm gonna turn all my auras back on, so it just absolutely tanks your thing. Okay. Just
Yeah. I will take
unrelenting
away
errors.
I will take that extension away so quickly to make your
I
head
don't even
spin.
use it. I can't even use it.
Yeah, I know. The DM giveth and the DM will taketh away. Anyway, would you guys like to introduce yourselves to the chat so they know who you are and what you're playing? Also, chat, hi. First, before we
My
do that,
chat my chat saying that type of smile meant the kids pass gas.
yeah, right. Anyway, does anybody want to volunteer to do the recap?
I thought we were doing introductions right now.
No, but because I will end with the person who's doing the recap.
Oh,
No?
no one's
Okay then.
No,
volunteering.
I'm good.
All right then. No, you don't have to roll the dice yet. We'll do introductions, then we'll roll the dice. So we'll start from left to right. So Ginia, tell everybody who you are, promote your streams, and all that good stuff.
All right. I am Foxy Project. I'm a variety streamer, but I mostly play 7 Days to Die pretty much every weeknight from 7 to whenever Central Time. I play Ginia. I am a high elf cleric who has been very sheltered her whole life and is now getting out into the real world and seeing that it's kind of rough out there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And we'll go to your cousin, Vermouth. Go ahead, Vermouth.
Hi, I'm Fury Fate. I'm playing Vermouth, who is also a high elf. But I'm a sorceress. I have magical abilities with no books, because reading is dumb. But I am also a streamer occasionally, sometimes variety stuff. Usually I try to play with friends because I don't like being alone. That's it.
Okay.
We need a combat
do
tracker
fucking
for
awkward
the
as shit.
for the introductions. So we can just
Right.
pass it on. Tag.
Go ahead, Vero. You guys sit in the same order all the time, so
I don't look at streams, so I don't. It's not in front of me, so I don't remember how it sits.
That's
all right.
true.
Well, you go.
I'm Rhino. I play Vero. I'm a elf monk. I am the DM's punching bag currently, and he likes to rain on my parade when I try to do something cool constantly. Between
God.
saving the party, fighting the big bad guy, whatever it might be. But that's me.
You know, your fight with the big bad guy, I thought was rather heroic for one round. Uh,
Until he
Um,
fell down, yeah.
Roz, would you like to take it next, please?
Oh, of course. Well, first of all, Merry Christmas to everybody. I am local.
Felicidad! Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wow,
I
that
got
was
excited.
rude. That was
Indeed.
rude. What was
Super
I?
excited.
Anyway, I am Loco 1956. I don't do anything anywhere else but right here. I play Roz, the Tabaxi Ranger, who at the beginning of the adventure thought he might be leader material, but a few, I guess,
Setbacks?
life crises have taught him otherwise. And that's it.
Fantastic. And Songbird.
Hi, I'm Lady Magdala, also known as Lady M. I play Songbird, the bard of the group, who has been having a lot of life crises going on at the time, and they just keep rolling. Thanks, DM.
I'm here
But
for
yeah,
you.
I'm just a variety streamer that usually does cozy gamings during lunchtime for your hilarious entertainment.
Fantastic. Also, all of them should be in the description now. So go click on them, go follow them, show them love. They are wonderful people, even though they like to give me a headache. So, since none of you volunteered to do the recap, roll d20s. The person who did it last time was, I believe, Ginia. So
Mhm.
she has a pass. Unless she would like to roll.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so you two are just going to bounce back and forth between you, huh? Songbird, you lost.
Hey, there's 2 10s on there.
No, there isn't.
Nope,
There's
that
a
first 10 was
19, a
told
That
that that
10,
doesn't
didn't
count.
an
count.
18,
Oh,
and a 16.
It was too
it's
soon of a
always the
roll.
bard.
Well,
You are the
you wanted to be a
storyteller.
bard.
Ted.
We should just make it your job.
It seems to
I
be
think you should
happening.
sing the recap.
Do it some music.
Oh God.
Oh my lord.
Just made it worse.
Okay.
No
Fine.
pressure.
I'm trying to look back. It's like, wait. I wasn't
Remind
ready to
me
do
what
it.
you guys did last week.
All right.
You don't remember?
That's why
So
we're
what
really
happened
doing a
was-
recap.
So what happened was
You
We
know, I
were-
told you, starting sentences like that is the beginning of a lie. Go ahead.
anyway. When we last left our adventures, we had gone into assisting the sanctuary, trying to get everyone from the sanctuary to the keep safely. Somehow they managed to actually do so with accurate planning and everything. Just a little bit of hiccups, like a interesting priest that just wanted to just
So
we were
I'm-
wondering what he was on, pretty much. So we got him out, got him to the keep, tried to calm down everybody and everything like that. And then there was an onslaught of army that comes up, and I believe a dragonborn, blue dragonborn, came out to challenge one person. And that person that bravely stood up was our Vito.
all of 6 seconds.
Because the DM tried to kill him.
He did.
He
Mhm.
volunteered for that beating. It's not my fault.
Vito was a great champion. He did hold his own until the DM tried to kill him.
DM rolled dice.
But his friends went and saved him. Roz went out, told the Dragonborn he had his fun, let those prisoners go because Viro did fight bravely. And the Dragonborn agreed to his word, let them went, and the army left, leaving everyone in the keep to try to recover themselves and everything like that. after everything's calmed down, after Songbird participates in trying to calm everything down, finding out that she's getting drained in the process because one little happy little priest man didn't happen to mention he might be like using her own energy to help heal. Thanks for the warning. And so they go through this, find out a couple of monks have been taken. One monk is actually important to Songbird that she didn't know was going to be important. And then the governor decides to say, oh, by the way, one more thing.
One more thing.
One more thing. And that's where we left off.
Okay. That was
Well,
good.
Musical
level three
damage.
Musical damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got musical damage according to my chat.
So I know I'm gonna have to do that. I like that. Anyway, yes. So this is what happened. A couple of monks. It was a chip and little dancers. Okay. I don't think so, Drake, but okay. So yes, you're all standing in the keep. There are a lot of like hurt and battered people. When you all turn and look over, you see the governor standing there and basically sitting in a chair, held on either side by a couple of soldiers who are also bloodied and battered. You see a young man, thin mustache, small goatee, straight black hair, but it's matted down. Oh, thank you, Loco, for the sub. Matted down by blood. He has definitely seen some combat. He is also missing his right leg. But while he is missing a limb, he doesn't seem distraught or sad or in shock. He kind of smiles and he's like, "You did good, but we'll need you. We're gonna. Hopefully, you can help." The governor will actually say, "Not here, inside," and he will head into the lower floor of the keep. The two soldiers will pick up the chair and carry him inside as well.
I guess we're following.
Thank God,
Are we?
because the rest of you kind of were like, "Why are we going?"
No, I'm wondering why they pick up the chair. Could he not walk? Did I miss something there?
The guy
Yeah,
without
he
the
doesn't have
leg.
a leg to stand on.
The
Just
leg.
one.
Fair.
Hop your ass in there. No, he's wounded. Bad.
Well, if he's the one who's telling us what to do, how does he have a leg to stand on to tell us what to do?
You've been trying to get that one out. Like you said it 3
I
times.
was-
I
I was-
will
I
acknowledge
was-
your pun now. Yes, haha. Can we move
I was
on?
more so trying to see if I was contemplating whether I should make the pun. But
Inappropriate.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so Songbird, you follow the governor, the dwarf, the two soldiers, and the cripple inside the room.
Whoa.
Are
wow,
you able to say that?
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
amputee.
Yeah, he's making puns, and I call him what he is, and I'm the bad one. Nah. Anyway.
Crippled. He's an amputee. He's handy capable, sir.
Oh my God! I am not going to get into this with you.
All right, shall we go in the keep, guys?
Well, you already walked in, Songbird. You followed them. The rest of them were standing outside, like, what do we do?
That was
The
Jinya
governor-
that said that.
Wow.
No.
Right? Yeah.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Fail.
Yes, somebody did go, but that last one was Jinya.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Wait, so which one of you walked in?
We both did, but the last person to say something was Jinya, not me.
Yep.
Yeah, but she's okay. So you walked in, and Virginia, you were outside being like, "Let's go, guys." So you walk in too. So the two of you walked in, the three of you outside. Actually, no. Virginia, are you dragging vermouth like you usually are?
Probably, yes.
Okay, so hand in hand, you two are go inside. Vero, you're meditating when we last saw you. Do you get off your
Mhm.
box?
Is it
Okay.
is the invitation loud enough for me to hear where I'm at?
Yeah, he was talking to all of you.
Oh, then yeah, I'll hop off the box.
You were in a group. Um, and then Roz, you're the last one to decide.
Yeah, he's going in, but he will go in last. And
Oh.
just as a note, Rhino, you are falling way behind on puns. Grace is just killing it.
Oh,
Gonna have to
Oh,
up your game, Rhino.
Let's not
Uh,
encourage that.
challenge accepted.
the
Oh
DM
my
yells
God.
at me after the game if I do too many.
You're such a liar. Do not yell at you.
He threatens my characters and then crits them constantly.
Oh my God.
I mean, aren't you yelling at him right now?
Mhm.
Because I don't yell at I'm yelling at him because I don't. You know what? Vermouth.
Yep, he is yelling at him right
Right.
now, devouring. It's true.
Oh,
Yep.
God. So you all go inside. The young man is basically set at one end of the room. The governor will be standing next to him. The soldiers will set him down and retreat back against the wall. The dwarf will kind of stand on the other side of him and will begin to speak. So
Hmm.
we found this one dead in the dirt.
I look at the guy that's missing a leg.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
He appears to be alive.
Well, yeah. It's a good thing we boys found him. You can see the young man looks over at the dwarf, kind of like smirks at him, and then looks back at all of you. He says, "It's true. I didn't fare so well," and he will wave his hand over his, missing leg. And he says, "It'll be interesting to see how I fare now." Vero, religion check.
Religion check. Skills, religion.
Actually, what's your passive religion?
I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so Vero, you look at him, and even though it's torn and tattered, you recognize his garb. He's a monk, and he's from Burdusk, which is not too far from where your monastery was.
The more you know. Okay.
um, so like soon as you realize it, you realize this is also a monk, and he does have the same calm demeanor. He says, "But you know, this is not really about me. This is about my teacher. Um, I've heard great things about you from Esco over there." He's like, "Esco Bert." Yes, Esco, I know. He says, hopefully you can find him. I believe Governor Nighthill would also appreciate if you can do some reconnaissance." You see Governor Nighthill will kind of look and nod as he looks at all of you. What's up, Insomnia?
Is your teacher Leosin?
He is. You've heard of him. I didn't believe his teachings went that far. Are you from the Keep? Burdusk, perhaps?
Oh,
I'm sure he would have mentioned someone such as yourself. So I apologize. I may have missed it.
I know someone that was close to him.
Ah, a friend of the master is A pleasure. Who might that have been?
Ladybird.
Oh, a wonderful bard. I've met her. She's a pleasure to behold. How is she?
Songbird's just going to kind of give that smile like this. It still hurts, Songbird.
Vermouth is gonna lean into Ginny. Is like, wasn't that the woman that died tragically at the very beginning of our journey?
Shh. Yes, yes, it was.
So,
I
Vermouth,
was
are
gonna
you
say,
being
was
loud
was
on
Vera there? Vera
purpose?
was there for that, right?
No.
Very,
I
Kind
yes,
of
think Vera
talking in
would
a
just
hushed
be
tone.
very straightforward and
wait,
be
wait,
like,
ah! You both can't talk at the same time. So, Vermouth,
okay.
you're not. You're trying to be quiet. So I need you to roll stealth. Vero, yes, you did see her die.
So he's gonna
Wait,
be less than.
if I'm talking in a hushed tone to Jinya, who's standing right next to me, I need to roll a stealth.
Yeah,
Wouldn't they need to roll like reception to see if they hear me?
I just did. It's an opposition check against your stealth.
Well, I just
Why are you
straight out
questioning me?
go.
Roll the goddamn dice.
I just go. I just straight up say
Yeah.
that
So,
early in her travels she passed away.
so yeah, because he's looking at you, Songbird, and so the first roll was he was trying to insight what you were giving, but you smiled. So he starts to say, "Ah, yes, Ladybird. She does have her mysteries, being, a harper and all." And then as soon as Vermouth is like, "Isn't that the woman that dies?" His face falls apart, and he looks over, and he's like, "What?" And then Vero, you will say, "Yes,
Yeah.
she passed early in our travels." He's like, "But what happened to her? The master's not going to be pleased. Um, that was his betrothed. Surely there's a mistake. She couldn't possibly have perished. Are you like? Did you see it for yourselves?"
She was my mentor, and she was coming here, and we were traveling together when it happened.
You are the pupil. Master Leeson spoke of you often. He said that's what kept them away.
And Songbird's just hanging her head because she's still traumatized at the whole entire thing that happened. She's like, it's still fresh. It's still fresh, and it's unfortunate. And I was learning more, and she did speak of your master. Hmm.
So
She
then,
starts reaching over and plucking the string. Harp. Like,
And I'm going to
nervously
go over and kind
plucking.
of give her a really awkward kind of side hug and pat her shoulder. Because she's so sad.
This is sad news indeed, but we must focus on the present. Lord Master Leeson must be told, and he must be rescued. I saw these. We tried to hold them off. We tried to fight them, but they overcame us, and you know what became of me. But I, when I came through and the soldiers found me, there was no sign of him. I believe he was taken.
would you know why he was taken?
Well, Master Leeson had been looking into certain things. We had been traveling to the keep several times. He was doing research. Um, he didn't share all of his knowledge with me. He said I was not ready, but I believe it has something to do with this group.
Clarify which group?
I'm sorry?
You said this group. Which group? This group?
The
As I
the
point
group
to
of
people.
the group of raiders that have attacked the town of Greenest.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I did find his articles, and he kind of points over. Escobar's like, he walks over and he takes a broken stick, it's a carved staff, and a piece of leather strapping. He says, "This is all I can find of him. I bel Again, he would have never parted with them willingly. he must have been captured. And you can see that the carved staff, it is a very nice, intricate piece of wood that's been stained and worn smooth over time, but it is snapped in a couple of different pieces. And then the leather strap is basically like a woven piece of leather that has a dragon insignia in silver kind of weaved into it, but it's torn and the edges are really rough, like it was roughly removed from whatever part it was worn on.
So if you believe he's alive or captured, do you have any other information other than a gut feeling that he's still alive?
Master Leeson was a great man. I think if he was taken, maybe they were looking for him. I don't know. Again, he was in E2 and he kind of looks around the room a little bit like almost sheepishly. Um he too was one who harps.
I don't think that means
Songbird's going
anything
to
to
kind
me.
of like.
I
Songbird's just going to be like. Kind of nodding her head, but then rubbing the little thing that words are not working today. Rubbing her collar, because on the collar is where she put the pin that was given to her by Lady Bird.
okay. So you rubbing thing. Vera, what did you say though before Lady M started talking? Because I didn't hear you.
I don't believe I would know what a harbor is, would I?
Yes. They're like you either know exactly what they are or if you've heard of them in passing. Like most people know who they are.
Okay.
They're it's kind of like um everyone's heard of the mafia. I doubt any of you have met anyone in the mafia, but everyone's heard of the mafia. It's kind of like that. But the mafia doesn't exist. Just so you know.
That's not what you just told me. Okay.
Just so again, the details of what you know that may be different from each person, but yes, basically everybody knows who they are. They've heard of them. There's certain factions that are just known across the entire realm. So, Songbird, you're rubbing your pen. He is kind of looking at all of you, hopeful. Escobar kind of takes his stuff and puts it back, and like you can hear him like turn to put it back, and then you just hear it fall on the ground. Um, he'll walk around the back of the chair, go over to um Night Hill. Night Hill will turn around, look at him, and nod his head, and hand him a pouch, like a little bag. And Escobar will come around, back around the chair, and says, "You're probably going to need these." And he will hand Vero a bag. You can hear the clanking of like clay jars inside. It's the last two we got. Use them smart. Hopefully, we can get that cleric to start making some more.
I look in at the healing potions. Is that like what we've been handed before?
Mhm.
Okay.
They're in the party sheet. Says, I wish the governor will speak and says, I wish we could do more, but we need to know what's up against us. Hopefully, prevent any further attacks on other villages. My soldiers are beaten badly, and you have proven to be more adept than most of them. I'm sad to say. You actually, Ginny, you notice one of the soldiers kind of take offense to that behind him, but he doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he will continue. He says, "We need to lick our wounds. We are, um, And he like kind of like indicates the missing leg, his missing eye. He's like, we need to depend on you. I can see about arranging some sort of reward if that's what you need.
Do we have any idea where he might have been taken?
Um, to the south. That's a good one, Drake.
I'm gonna give the soldier who was kind of taken aback a smidgen of side eye. And be like, well, you know, we are part of the town now, so I feel like we kind of need to do this, but what do the rest of y'all think?
If you
Are
start to huddle up, like start talking to each other, the Governor Escobar will kind of lean in and start talking over the monk,
Mm-hmm.
who's he's just looking up, listening to the conversation, every now and then looking in all of your direction with like a hopeful, like, please find my master look. But he is paying attention to their conversation. He will give you, Songbird, the look most often.
pulling at the heartstrings. Literally.
It's the young man's job.
Yeah, no. So Songbird's going to turn in towards the group. I'm invested. She was my mentor. She was very important to me, and he doesn't know anything that happened to his betrothed. And the best I could do in memory of her is go find him.
What time of day is it?
It is morning.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah. You know, the sun has come up. You guys remember he fought at dawn. So the sun has come up. It's morning. This is right after that. So you're still really tired from the events of the last night. Um, but this is the conversation that is happening right now. So
This one feels we should rest and perhaps leave late in the afternoon to go under the covers of darkness.
Reasonable. What do you think, Junior?
I think that's probably a good idea, just simply because we don't know what we're going up against. We don't know how closely they're watching what's going on here, so leaving under the cover of darkness would give us possibly the element of surprise should we come upon someone. What do you think, Vermouth?
Assuming they can't see in the dark.
I'm Jenny, I'm not as invested as these other people. I mean, we just met them a few days ago. We could just leave a note.
I'm going to kind of pull her to the side away from everybody and say, you really want to just leave a note and leave these people here like this? I mean, we failed at our initial objective. They don't even have a mill anymore. I feel like we need to help them.
Are you really going to throw that in my face?
They're
Right
what in your
now?
face?
That they don't have a mill and they'll probably starve to death.
I mean, it's just the truth.
I mean, I feel a little bad about it, but it's just, things happen and it's super tragic. I mean, is it really up to us to right all the wrongs in the world?
No, but I kind of feel like it's up to us to right what wrongs we can. We could really help them out.
And what if we die trying to help them out?
What if we don't? Come on, Fingers.
Fine, but if somebody else dies, I'm leaving. We're going to the next town.
Deal.
All right.
Okay. And we'll get back together with the group. Okay, we're in.
Alrighty. So Sunbird's going to just kind of look at everybody one more time and be like, okay. Turn and look at the governor and wait for that conversation to end.
So they are obvious. So the young monk sitting down in the chair who's like looking up, listening to their conversation, he's paying attention to you more often, and he was giving you the look, Songbird. So when you turn, he kind of raises his hand and taps Escobar, and Escobar like pushes his hand away, and he'll tap him again. Escobar pushes his hand away, and finally like, what? I think they're
That's-
ready.
That's where I'm standing there just looking at them do this exchange.
So they will. He says, "I think they're ready," and the three of them will all turn and look at the group. So what have you decided?
I believe for the most part, all of us are going to take the trip.
It'll be
We
dangerous.
all have our own different reasons. Yeah. Considering what all's happened in just this one day, we're not at all surprised.
Oh, when will you be departing?
Somber will look at Raz.
This afternoon, before the sun sets. We need
So
some
you'll
rest as well.
Escobar has prepared a house for you. Unfortunately, the owners were found in their cellar. They didn't make it, but these are tough times, so we have commandeered the house for you. It's not too far from the keep. You can find rest and relaxation there. I need to start figuring out our resources and hopefully rationing food so we can make it through the winter. We have sent some runners out to seek aid, maybe buy some extra supplies, but um, I'll have one of the soldiers take you to your house or take you to where you can stay. Is there anything you need from me? Just please don't hesitate to ask. We appreciate this. Yes, we appreciate it very much. Lord Master Leosin will be very much happy to hear from you directly that the story of his love.
I do have some other questions, but if the others want to
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at
go,
Drake's
that's fine.
thing. Worst Airbnb ever.
I'm sorry.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm
yeah, I don't know if anyone wants to stay with Songbird, but Songbird has questions for the governor, and probably the young monk, since he already seems to be hinting at knowing about the Harpers.
all right. So Escobar will kind of look at one of the soldiers and is like, "You take him to the Cavano home." Yes, sir. And he will head out. As soon as he gets to the door, he's like, "Please follow me," and he will walk out into the courtyard. The gates are still down, but the Sally Port is open, and people are coming and going. They're going in groups and squads because while everyone watched them leave, you never know. But yes, the entire army or the entire invading raiders appeared to leave as a group. They didn't make any secret of it, and there haven't been any sightings since the sun came up. So, but they're still being cautious. So that's why they're using the Sally Port. That's why they're traveling in squads. And as this soldier comes, he will mention a few names like you, with me. And they will lead you to this house over here. It's just the closest one, Fury. Why?
Oh no, I was gonna ask. I'm sorry. Vermouth is gonna ask. Do you happen to have paper in this town,
Well,
in this
um,
village?
yes. I mean,
Could you possibly get me about 100 sheets of paper?
um, I'm sure I could arrange it. Um,
Great.
I could have somebody bring it over to your um domicile.
Um,
You notice like nobody wants to
we'll
call
take a
this your
rental
home
for
yet.
now. You know, don't want to say it's ours.
Very well. Yes, where your lodgings are.
That would be swell, peachy, great. Thank you.
So 100 sheets.
Yes.
Would you rather I just bring you a book?
No, because that means I have to rip out all the paper then. If it's 100 loose sheets, I can actually do something with it.
Give me a little bit. I'm sure I can get them shortly. Is there anything else anyone would need or require?
Anybody else? Are we placing orders here?
Nope, I think we're good. I'm good.
Nope, I don't believe I need anything.
Oh, very well. I hope you find everything to your liking. And he will basically like swing the door open, let you walk in, and him and his group will disappear. As they're leaving, it's like, where are we gonna get paper?
Oh God. So what's the state of this house? Is it ransacked, dirty,
It
filthy? Are
is
there, blood everywhere?
it there's not blood anywhere, but it's definitely been ransacked. There is a coppery smell in the air,
Oh, that's
but it's
awful.
mm, but it has been ransacked and torn out. It is a large house. Whoever lived here probably was influential or rich.
Vermouth will go in and start looking to find which bedroom looks most suitable for her to lay down to
So
rest.
unlike most of the houses here, this one has a second floor. So there are rooms upstairs, and there are I think it was about 6 rooms upstairs. So you should be able to find one that's suitable. Are you looking for the master bedroom?
No, just one that, has clean sheets and a pillow and a blanket.
So unlike the palace you grew up in and accustomed to, this is
It wasn't
not,
a palace, it was a nice manor. Let's just get that straight.
it's not extravagant,
Mm.
and it is definitely man-made, not carved of the wood, but everything appears to be like clean other than it's ransacked and tossed about. So none of the beds have been made or anything, but the linens that are on the ground look like they were clean before they got tossed on the ground.
So none of the beds are made. She has to make the bed.
Sadly, yes, this is your biggest challenge for the evening.
I'm just clarifying for Vermouth.
Roll me
Yeah.
a d20.
Oh my god.
Shock and horror.
Hold on. Do I have mage hand? Can I fix this?
Does
I'm
Vermouth
just
know how to make a bed at this rate?
no, she doesn't.
Hold on. Do I have another cantrip? I don't know yet.
Plus, it's a heavy ass mattress. I feel like she's gonna try and just lay on it crooked.
You weren't serious about rolling the d20, were you?
No, I'm not. Just tell
Okay,
me
just
what you're
making sure.
doing.
But since nothing's made, Ginya, I need help. The fitted sheets are my nightmare.
I'm just gonna shake
Hero
my head
walks
and
in the door and finds a spot just off to the side and gets into a spot for meditation. Doesn't even bother with a room.
I'm gonna go
Beats
in
+2.
and help Vermouth make her bed, even though I know the minute we're done with hers, she's not actually gonna help me with mine.
Right? You're like, okay.
It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys are settling in, looking for rooms. It's fine. You can find them. You can eventually get the mattress back on the bed and, clean it up, put the sheets on it. Fantastic. You'll notice there's extra sheets in some of the cabinets. Whoever was here, again, they were not poor, not palace rich, but they had money. Vero, you're just looking for a spot to hang out. Roz, what are you doing?
He will go into one of the upstairs bedroom and close the door. And without anybody else knowing, he will climb out a window and get up on the roof. And he's going to, oops, that's not the right place. Anyway, right there is where he's going to sleep, in the crook of that.
Okay. All right. Seriously. All right. So you go up to the roof and you kind of
Turn around
find
a
a
couple, 3-4 times, and then lay down in the.
Kitty.
kneading.
Bathe aggressively and fall asleep.
All right. So that we're gonna go now to Songbird, who actually didn't leave with all of you. She stayed there because she wanted to talk to the governor and the monk, evidently, and Escobar because he's still there, or Escobert.
You're the one who gave him the name.
Well, his name is Escobert, and I keep saying Escobar because I dropped the ert. The ert. Okay, so seeing that you don't leave with the rest of them, the governor will look at you and he says, "Is there something you need?"
Yes. And so Songbird will recount that her mentor, Ladybird, was coming here because she had gotten notice, and that there are 3 people that she's looking for. So she's like, I'm wondering about.
Citizens of Greenest?
I'm not sure, but this is the best explanation I could get because the conversation between us was rather brief. So I'm trying to find a bug luck. Bug luck?
Like all 3 of them kind of look at you and go, "I
Or a Mondoth or a Frula Mondoth?
So again, they kind of exchange confused looks, and it's like, it's like, Escobar, isn't that the baker's son? He's like, no, that's Franz.
Okay. Or Resmir?
At that name, you see the young monk like snaps his head up. He says, I've heard that name. Leosin said it often when he was talking about the raiders. I don't know who he is, though. He would mumble out loud, and I've heard him say that name. Resimir.
Do you know in what context he was mumbling it? Was it positive, negative?
I'm sorry, I don't. I heard it. I don't know why he was saying it. In my own studies. It must have been important, though, because he rarely spoke out loud in such a way.
In what way was that?
Fear.
Fear. Fear associated with the name Resimir.
I believe so. I wish I could tell you more, but all the more reason we should find him.
I do appreciate your help, but I'm so sorry. Everything's going on. We never really asked your name.
He has one. Hold on.
Does he?
A monk has
No,
no
I
name.
Know it.
It's Nisim.
Neeson?
Nisim.
Nissan.
Mm.
Nisim. Stop changing it.
I just heard Nelson. That's all.
God damn it. Yes. Burly Earl got it. Nisim. Not spelled that way, but that's how it's pronounced. Stop
Liam
changing
Neeson.
it.
Got it.
Oh my god. Because the next time I got to use his name, I'm going to go, wait, wasn't it like Liam Nielsen or something? Because I'm going to remember it your way. Stop doing that.
Anyway.
Damn you. Yes.
And so, just kind of taking in the information and also saying, thank you, Nisam, for the information you provide. Now, you seem to know of the Harpers.
Well, yes. Most anyone from a major town or city would know of them. Probably have met one that you wouldn't know. Um, but I'm not supposed to talk about them.
Okay. She's just gonna give him a grin like, okay. And that's pretty much it. It's like if I'm not getting anything else in the names, if no one seems to understand them, it's just a bigger perplexity she's trying to process through.
Okay. Now, if you kind of just give him like the okay, the dwarf who's standing there will like look at Nisam, look at you, and like shoulder him over, like roughly shoulder him, and he's like, "Go ahead, lad. You could tell her. Like, I mean, you don't know much, but you know enough." He's like, "But master might not approve." He's like, and he will like gently cuff him behind the head and say, "Master ain't here. And if she's gonna find him, maybe she needs some information. I don't know how they survive." And then at that point, Escobar will walk away. The governor will stand there for a minute awkwardly and says, "Maybe I should let you two talk." And then he'll like hurry up after the dwarf. He says, well, I mean, I guess you can ask your questions and I'll tell you what I know. Miss,
Songbird.
you actually see like sadness when you say your name.
She'll tilt her head like, may I grab a seat to sit down? Because obviously she's been standing this whole entire time and no one's offered a seat.
Everybody else is standing.
Heathens.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not gonna make him
Would you like the guy with one leg to give up his seat for you?
Right? He'll like hop over. So there are like stools, not chairs, but there's stools along the wall. But no, the room is everybody's standing in here. So if you go grab one and come back, that's fine.
Yeah, because I don't want him craning his neck the whole entire time.
Yeah, not that tall. Hey, he's looking up. Plus, you're like a full body length away from him, so he's just kind of glancing upward. But if you feel like he's craning his neck, he was doing that when the two was standing right behind him because he was trying to be in the conversation with them.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Well,
if you
anyway.
want to sit, if you want to grab a chair and sit down, that's fine. I was just saying, you know.
Yes, grabbing a chair, sitting down. God damn it. Let's see. So she's going to look, and it's like, why is there a sad look in your face?
Well, I'm guessing, Lady gave you the name. I mean, the odds of meeting Ladybird meeting someone named Songbird are fairly astronomical. So I can only assume that she gave you that name, and I mourn her death. She did give you the name, didn't she?
She did.
He'll look down. You could see like tears welling up in his eyes. She was very kind to me, and the master loved her very much. Um, would you do me the honor?
Hmm.
Do your real name?
Resavin. But you can also call me Triss.
Thank you, because I probably wouldn't be able to do the other one justice. I'm not very good at pronouncing elven names.
Yeah. Triss was usually the nickname my family referred to me as, so you can call me Triss.
Well, no, I would call you Songbird as mistress required. Um, but I feel honored that you shared that with me.
I'm glad that we
So,
have met. I also do feel like I'm about to burden you with requesting that you provide me as much information as you can. Because you know your master was a harper, as you said. You know my mentor, Ladybird, was of the harpers. So you know more than
well,
what the general populace would know.
he kind of looks like side to side, and he says, "Well, yes. I mean, as a couple, they worked very hard in their endeavors as harpers, and individually, they worked just as hard in their endeavors. Sometimes their missions kept them together. Sometimes their missions kept them separated, but they always returned to each other, always, until now. I myself am more inclined towards the brotherhood of that I belong to. I Master always said he would recruit me one day when I was older and a little bit wiser. You must be very wise.
I just started my training, so I don't know how wise I am, particularly on some judgments I had earlier. But everything is a learning experience, and we grow
Oh,
wiser as we experience.
well, from what Esco tell me, you and your friends are heroes. Saved the entire town single-handedly, almost. Um, Coming from Esco, that's high praise. He'll never admit it, though.
I believe that.
He's dwarves. They're rough around the edges, but he has a heart of gold.
Uh, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. So,
It's underneath the beard.
well, are you going to need anything? Do you want me to call them back in?
Call who back in?
Guards and everything. Are you going to stay here? Is this where you're planning to stay? Do you want me
Oh
to call
no,
them back in?
no, they'll come when I need them. I would just like kind of rest, and honestly, nobody's gonna bother me here. But did you have more questions?
The questions are more well, the questions are more of who these people might be that I'm to look for, or what could be going on that required my mentor to be summoned back here so quickly.
She was summoned.
She was. She received a notice and said she had to come here. She gave me the option, explained what was going on, but as a bard, I need to experience life. As being trained to be a harper, this was something I needed to learn, so I agreed to attend with her.
Well, if she was summoned, I mean, it must have been Master Leeson.
Songbird would take the note out and take a look to see if it has any indication on who wrote it.
None that you can tell. But when you take it out, you know, Neeson is sitting right there. So he kind of like looks at it as well. He says, "Yep, can be no doubt. That is Master's handwriting."
So he knew something was going to happen and he was summoning her back.
Evidently not soon enough.
Mm. Well, I have taken enough of your time. You need to rest.
I thank you. And if I can think of anything else, I'm sure I will try to reach you, or at least I'll write it down. I'll make a note and I'll have it ready for you when you return. You will return, won't you?
That is the goal.
Ah, a good goal. Thank you again.
Thank you. And Songbird will get up and turn and walk out.
All right. So you walk out, and you see like people milling about in the courtyard. As soon as you walk out, one of the soldiers will approach you. Is, ma'am,
Yes.
I'm to escort you to the lodgings.
Lead the way.
And he's like, as he starts heading towards the door, you'll see him kind of like whistle, or you'll hear him whistle, but you'll see two other soldiers like stand up quickly and run over, and they almost protectively will escort you to the lodging. As you head towards the lodging, again, it's large, very multi-storied house, made of wood, looks kind of fancy. You walk in, everything's still tossed about. You can hear snoring coming from upstairs.
Hello?
Bureau's sitting in a corner, so he just says hello. I don't think he ventured any further than the living room.
Probably
Songbird's
not.
just gonna look over, smile, and be like,
He's sitting on like the
Hi.
coffee table because the couches are all tossed over, so he's just on the coffee table.
it's like, okay. Pharaoh, I hate to interrupt your meditation, but where is
Mhm.
everybody?
They've all gone upstairs, I believe, to some of the other rooms. I heard,
Well,
um, I did hear some complaining about bed sheets earlier. Not sure, but
okay.
Moving around furniture,
yeah,
thumping.
there was some furniture moving and definitely some complaining um about needing a bed made.
Why is it
I
so
believe they're upstairs.
heavy?
Songbird's just gonna smile like, oh, it's gonna be never a dull moment with those two.
Speaking of which, so you two are upstairs, and I guess you began putting a bed together. So you finally get Vermouth's bed made and dressed up, and then Vermouth does what?
She lays down in the bed, obviously.
Okay. Are you going to help your cousin?
I don't know. Is my cousin asking me for help for something?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know better than to ask her. I just sort of pull the mattress off the bed that it was halfway on, throw a sheet over the top of it, and lay down because it's not worth the fight.
All right. So Vermouth lays down, and you just like you look over at her, Vermouth, and she's like yanks one off and like kind of does it real quick, and just like looks back at you, shakes her head, and like lays down. See, she's so self sufficient. All right, so Songbird, if you come like eventually you come upstairs, there's several rooms. It's kind of quiet now. You do notice that on the second floor there's one of those windows that you can see out to the roof, and you can see a little bit of the roof, and you can see like soldiers going about, groups of like humans all carrying weapons, whether they look like they know how to use them or not, but they're also carrying tools as they go about trying to repair, put out fires, find anyone that's missing, still trying to take account for the dead. So every now and then you'll see somebody being carried with a sheet draped over them.
She'll contemplate for a moment. And she's like, I gotta get some rest.
Do you
Too
really
much.
need
Too
rest?
much.
I think you guys are like. I think you are putting a lot too much emphasis on this rest thing. So, are you gonna look for these two, or are you gonna find your own room?
I'm going to find my own room. Because I have a feeling they're just. I'm gonna let them be. By the sounds of it, they're resting. I should take some time.
Resting is important to recovering spell slots, sir.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I'm
That's
not
why we're
there.
putting so much emphasis on this resting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm not there. I don't have to listen to you.
Silence. So yes, Songbird is going to be looking for her own room.
All right. So, there was 6 of them up there. So roll me a d6.
Mm.
Ends up in small room under stairs somehow.
Okay. So you rolled a 2. So you did not walk into their room. You do find like your second room that you walk into looks cozy enough. Got a single bed in it. It kind of looks like a child's room.
Is the bed big enough for me to lay in?
Yes. Because it's not back, yes. It's definitely big enough for you to lay in.
Okay, well then I'm going to go lay in it. I don't care if
Okay.
it's a child's room. Actually, it'll be kind of feel a little lighthearted.
Okay. Um, all the rooms, I'm not gonna keep saying the rooms are all tossed. So like you
Mhm.
will have to go in and put it back together, but everything since it's not a very big room, it's a little bit easier. Instead of being a big queen bed like Vermouth took, it's a nice little twin. So you'll lay down. Roz, you are up on the roof. You settled in. The last thing you see is soldiers running about. Everybody trying to like put their town back together. A lot of smoke from the fires, but most of them have been put out by the time you drift off into sleep. So all of you are now sleeping or meditating in one way or another, so you can get a long rest. I
Yay!
know you've
Fortune.
been waiting for it, loving it. Oh, that wasn't what's supposed to happen.
Yes, I can't pull up the map, but that might also be because we had to redo my character.
Oh, what just happened?
I don't know. What did you do?
He broke it.
Looks
Don't
like he gave us a long rest.
break it.
I did. So, Critical FM Essentials has an error because of awarding experience. But I think that's because I manually awarded one of them, so that may have been on me.
Sounds
So,
appropriate.
let me make sure that all the experience has been awarded and it didn't try to do something twice. I don't see one that has been awarded. So your experience stole the right amount. Yep, everything's right. So it's probably because I awarded one of them manually earlier. Okay. when all of you awaken in the afternoon, Vero, you, Ginia, Vermouth, you need the least amount of sleep. So, your meditations or your reveres, as they're called in Veyron, will go fairly quickly. Why are you making that face, Vermouth?
It didn't refresh my spell slots when you gave us a long rest.
It
I'm
didn't?
having to go in.
No,
Nope.
I
No,
went
I'm
and
having to go
manually
in and
redid them.
uh-huh.
Why is it not?
It did mine. I don't know.
I don't have spell
Oh,
slots.
and I got the error again.
Okay, I'm just gonna manually uncheck them.
Is it your character that's giving me a hard time? Oh no. Probably because it didn't actually give you the rest. Because Critically Awesome Essentials is not allowing it.
Oh, fun.
Lovely.
Critically
Well,
unawesome essentials at the moment.
well, he just updated it and then they released another update. So they probably broke it again. Hold on. Did you uncheck them all?
Yeah, and I also
Yep.
unchecked my font of magic, my spell
All right.
points.
I am checking off one of your second level spells because I want to see something.
Okay.
Does everybody else have theirs reset?
No spells.
Yep.
We
Vera, you got
we
your
did it
key
manually.
points all unset.
The which
Except for
ones?
this,
My
I
key
clicked
points
off.
did not reset though.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Critical
need to
Awesome
reset yours.
Critical Awesome Essentials is not allowing it through. It's failing, which means it's probably killing the long rest as well. So hold on. Let me see if I can do them individually.
Oh, wait. Oh, well, we haven't thrown hit dice yet because that would fuck up our hit dice too.
Mm-hmm. Remove. Yeah, it won't let me do Roz. It won't let me do remove. So it's all of you. I can't even do them individually.
Oh, when you did individually, it reset my spell slot.
So let me see if I do everybody individually. Will it reset your stuff? And we'll just muddle through it for now. Did you get your key points back, Vero?
Mm,
It worked
Yes.
for Ginia because she doesn't
Mhm.
have any wounds
Yep.
anymore.
Work for me.
Okay. All right. So it's giving an error, but if I do it manually to each one of you, it'll reset your stuff. So we just got to keep that in mind. I can't give you a group rest until they fix it.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Or just take off
Was-
critically awesome essentials.
I know, but I really like that one. That is my favorite extension.
All right, I'm taking
every
it.
day I worry that
I'm
it's gonna,
hydrating.
Diablo's gonna be like, nope, not doing it no more. Might have to get rid of it. Oh, so sad. Or Diablo Bob, if you're
Forever. It's
listening,
just, momentarily.
if you just happen to be lurking about, Bob. Yeah. All right. So you all have gotten your rest. Everybody should be nice, happy, and healed.
I'm gonna
Like I
message
said,
him
you
on
got a
this.
message.
I'm gonna message him on Twitch and be like, Havoc was cursing your name, saying you need to fix your stuff. I don't know what that's all about. But
Yeah, don't do that.
You gotta say it
Y'all
mean
can,
like you need to fix your
y'all can
shit. It's
fuck
all
with me as
broken.
much as you want. Don't do that. Because you're gonna be like, oh, really? And I can't use it anymore.
Blacklist you.
That would be bad for you. Anyway, all right. So yeah, the three elves, you would probably be up before anybody else.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, we still need our 8-hour resting time.
Yeah, I know, but you're resting until evening, so you still would be up before anyone else. As long as you don't do anything strenuous, you're fine. Like you can go sit and have a cup of tea and have a nice, quiet conversation. You just can't make the tea.
That's unfortunate.
Do you consider making tea a strenuous thing?
For vermouth, yes.
Oh, okay.
So that means somebody else has to serve me tea.
Yeah. And that's up to one of them two, but the three of you are up.
Songbirds probably already made the tea anyway, so she's just offering it to everybody.
Yeah, no, you're half. They have that advantage over you, so the three of them can get up before you. You need longer rest than they do.
Oh,
The half elf
You-
doesn't do trance?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
at that. Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna make the tea, and I'm gonna offer a cup to Vero first because I'm annoyed with vermouth.
I like how the tea
Tea.
actually became a thing too.
I mean, you gotta have tea. It's a thing.
Okay.
I will accept the tea and say thank you. With a smile on his face, like super happy.
Wait. What kind of tea?
None for you.
The kind that you're gonna drink and you're gonna like it.
I'm just curious. I'm just, what's the flavor profile?
Earl Grey, hot.
Oh, that's nice.
It's hot flavored water. That's all you get out of me.
Leaf juice. All right. So you three are having tea. You're alone. The other two. There's been no sign of Roz for a while. Like you, even you're like wandering around getting water. You have not seen Roz.
Songbird up yet? Can she get up yet?
At the 7.5 hour mark, yes, you can get up. It was a long night. You all should have been exhausted. No.
Mm.
Do you want biscuits with your tea? I don't know. Do you have rations? Like nobody's bringing you food. You have to provide. Well, there's a pantry, so there's food in the house. Most of it's on the ground, being eaten by bugs. But you can. I guess you can find some.
I thought rich, wealthier people lived here, and there's already bugs ravaging the ground in here.
Yeah, it's been a whole day. Windows open, things trashed. Kobolds kind of carry mites and all that stuff on them already.
Oh, that just makes me itch.
Nummy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I could be of service.
Extra protein.
Oh, you ruined it.
There you go.
All right, so Songbird, eventually you'll come to because you're restless and ready to like find revenge. Roz, you can wake up whenever the hell you want.
Yeah, the 8 hour mark or whatever, he will drop down from the roof and come in through the front door.
Okay. Fair enough. You can do that. You will see them three milling about what's kind of a kitchen area, picking through stuff off the ground from the pantry, and you could smell tea. Vero's sitting there with a cup.
Ross, would you like some
And if
tea?
I s-
No, thank you. Is there milk?
I'm not sure I would recommend drinking the milk.
Have you seen any vermin scurrying about?
No, but it looks kind of chunky.
You can always add the milk to the tea, right? That would be kind of nice.
Not if it's chunky.
No, Roz is looking for vermin. The ones with the long tails. No?
Oh, you mean rats?
Well, you
Rats.
can eat. That will do. No?
I don't think I've seen any rats. There's some bugs, but
Perhaps in the basement? The cellar? Roz will check. Would anyone like to join Roz for the meal?
Oh no,
I'm good, thank
not
you.
for the meal, but thank you.
Must keep up your one strength. You'll find the stairway to the cellar and head down there.
So through the back of the pantry, there is a stairway that leads down into the cellar. And as soon as you open the door to that, you're hit by like a fresh wave of the copper smell. But you can also smell your like your prey down there as well. So you will head down into the darkness. There is no light down here. There's no cracks or windows, so just the light from behind you coming through. You can see at the bottom there's shelves. There's wine shelves. There's stacks of foodstuffs, wheat, grains, and you can see the puddles of dark stains in the middle of the room.
Any vermin?
Oh yeah, you can definitely find a couple down here.
Yep. The bigger, the better.
Well, your abilities allow you to find food and survive. So in your case, it's rats. I don't know how you're gonna feed the rest of the party, but
I
He'll
just find it
bring up
funnier that
whatever he catches. He'll bring 2, 3 rats up, and he'll bring a couple bags of whatever, if there's flour and meal or whatever foodstuffs that you're talking about that are downstairs. He'll bring those up.
okay.
In the other hand,
So Roz, the basement has been ransacked. Some of the shelves have been knocked over. The wine, strangely enough, all the liquor is empty. Like all the bottles are just laying on the ground, rolling about. Um, some of the food stuff you can see that they've been torn and it's been wasted, but it looks like they should have. At one point there was a lot more here, and
okay.
now it's just you could see like there's dust and then a clean spot, and it's very recent.
All right. He will come upstairs with whatever he can find, and
Okay. Like a
tell
sack of
them.
potatoes.
Yep. He'll tell them that everything has been taken quite recently. Whatever they were looking for was definitely foodstuffs. Evidently, they can't survive on their own. They have to steal others' provisions. So they're, I won't say desperate, but they have need of others' provisions. They don't have their own. And of course, he has his 3 rats with him.
Are you going to
feel like
cook
they're all-
those?
Cook what? Potatoes? I'm sure you should.
The
cook
rats.
Potatoes.
Are you going to cook the rats?
Would you like me to cook them? Are you going
I mean,
to join us?
No, and I'm good without the rats, but I mean, are you going to cook them before you eat them?
No.
Okay.
It is much more nutritious the way it is.
Okay. And I'm going to take the bag of potatoes and like kind of head towards the counter and start like chopping the potatoes and not thinking about the eating of the raw rat.
Songbird's going to giggle at the discomfort of Jinian's. Just grab her lyre and start plucking kind of like a little upbeat tune. It's like, ignore the rats, ignore the rats, ignore the rats.
You hear what sounds like somebody biting into an apple.
And I'm going to cringe.
And she's playing louder.
Vero, if it's within line of sight of Vero, he's just watching in amazement, like, seeing someone who's clearly eating like a cat or something would, but is clearly the height, the build, and intelligence level of any other human-esque thing. So he's just watching if it's within his line of sight.
Yeah, you're all basically like in a common area, but there's cabinets, a table separated, like an island, and that's where Ginny is cutting up the potatoes. Roz came out of the pantry. He's just kind of standing there, and all of a sudden he's just like, you would see it. And Songbird is like, play instrument. I don't know what Vermouth is doing, but I think she's watching horrified, like,
gagging.
Like a train wreck, I can't quite look away, even though it's awful.
Right? She's just like, "Ah, ah."
By this time, there's a tail hanging out, and it is like a piece of spaghetti.
Oh.
Oh.
So I guess you all will eat food and then decide what you're going to do next. So Ginny, you prepare, I guess, for you guys it's breakfast, but it's around. So wait, I would say it's about 5-ish in the PM. So it'd be almost evening. Sun will be setting soon.
Well, I know they said we needed to go south, but that was really all of the information we kind of got. Songbird, did they tell you anything else?
Not anything about where we needed to go. Just answer. Well, they didn't even really answer my questions either, technically. Vague. Lots of vague. There was lots of vague. We probably need to get a little bit more detail somewhere.
Yeah, vague seems to be a running theme around here.
Yes. There's like details. Where's the details? Come on. Help us a little with the details. Uh, so I guess we should finish here. Maybe go find the governor again and see if he can give us a little bit more details of South. I'm sure by now he's received more information. Maybe some reconnaissance team has come in. Something. Hopefully.
Maybe it's not going to hurt to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So you're heading back to the keep?
If everyone's up for it, yep. Gotta find Governor Man.
Okay. So when you all head out the door, there is a soldier there. Actually, there's 2 soldiers, one on either side of the door. When they see you, they snap to attention. Where to?
The governor, please.
Oh, do you happen to have my paper, though? Just asking.
I actually do. It was dropped off earlier, ma'am, and he hands you a satchel, like a side satchel.
Oh, perfect.
It says, they've scrounged up what they could from the sanctuary. Seems like the kobolds weren't interested in anything book-wise.
So, Vermouth is just going to kind of rifle through them. Is there about 100 pages here?
Probably, yeah, probably about 110, 120.
Perfect. While you go talk to the governor, get whatever you need, I need some time to make a thing.
No. Songbird's gonna be a little bit curious, but then it's like, I'm not gonna ask. Okay.
All right, so you want to stay there and make a thing. The rest of you going to the keep. Well, honestly, Songbird and Ginny want to go to the keep. Who else is going?
I'll go with them.
Okay.
Roz will go.
All right, so the 4 of you going, Vermouth, you're staying.
Mhm.
So if you guys split like that, the guards kind of look at each other and don't seem to know what to do, and they're like, I'll stay, you go. They'll tell each other. One of them will be like, okay, he'll stay at the door, but he seems nervous now, and the other one will say, okay, this way, and he'll lead you back to the keep.
Is there a reason that you have us under guard?
Oh no, no escorts. No one is to travel around alone. So in case you needed to do anything, we wanted to make sure. Governor wanted to make sure you had protection.
Well, if
Gotcha.
you want to, once we get to the keep, if it makes you feel comfortable, you can go back and stand with your fellow guard.
I mean,
Um,
there's
um,
4 of us, so I'd hate to split up
Mhm.
the guards and leave one of them here with Vermouth. So maybe we should leave the guards here since there are 4 of us.
And we can see the keep from
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
well, as long as those are your wishes, yes, I will stay here with my fellow soldier. Thank you. And he will go over. The other soldier's like, "What are you doing?" He says, "There's 4 of them. There's 4 of them."
The whole time, Vermoose is thinking, why didn't they just ask the governor to come here? It would have been easier, but
He's the governor.
so.
You don't request his presence.
You do not
You go
summon the
to him.
governor, he summons you.
Correct. Or you go hunt him down if you need more information.
Yep. I'm not gonna wait. Let's go.
Okay.
Moving on.
I want info. I want info. Yep.
I don't know what in my defense, when you were there last time, you didn't ask any questions. I even prompted you, and you didn't ask any questions. So they weren't being vague. You didn't ask anything.
You know what? She was sleep deprived, okay? She
She
couldn't
was more-
She was
function and think.
exhausted and sad.
That's fine. I will
Uh-huh.
accept that, but don't be like they were vague with
Traumatized.
me. Bullshit. They were.
No,
She's
they
a
were
bard,
vague
she's-
in general.
Yeah, they were vague.
They were vague in general, sir.
They whatever. And you're
Mhm.
going back over to get more information. Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Ross, come over here. I need you. All right. So you head back over there, alone. As you approach, you see like the guards at the Sally Port look at you and look past you to see where the rest of the guards are. And they're like,
They're
they don't
okay,
even
sir.
stop you. They just wave your hand. They wave their hand at you to like go inside. They know who you are. You also notice that when you get to the keep, there is a lot less refugees. The refugees have been over the last 8 hours been moved back into their homes, but they have been reined in. So instead of being in outlying homes, everybody has moved closer to the keep.
Makes
And
sense.
soldiers everywhere. Everyone is carrying weapons. A lot of work is going on. There is a cloud of gray haze of smoke because of all the fires that have been extinguished. Certain buildings were just given up because there was no way they were going to be saved from the fire. And that's what you return to the keep to. As you approach, some of the soldiers will stop. Roz, you actually get a salute from one of them out of habit. Like you go to cut across, he stops and snaps his attention. You see like one of the other guards look at him like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Is it here?"
Roz will just kind of like nod.
Where are you going? Right into the keep? I just need to
Trying
make
find
sure.
the governor.
All right. So you walk into the keep, and on the first floor, you see some people have like started um trying to figure out like plans of action. There has been some tables that are set up. There's maps on them. They're maps of the town, and people are like, okay, so you can see that houses have been circled and crossed off, and names have been written on little pieces of wood placed on the houses. It's obviously the relocation that's going on. When you go up to the second floor, you will see Escobert, and he sees you come in. He's like, "Are you still here? Didn't they send you to go find out information? What are you doing?"
The only information we got was south. We need a little bit more direction than that. South is a very large place.
Uh, okay. He says, "Let me show you something." And he starts walking upstairs. And you continue to walk up the stairs and get to the top. You get to the platform overlooking the town. The governor is up here, and he is also standing there with his hand behind his back, looking out over. And he says, Begging your pardon, Governor, but they wanted to see why we're sending them south. And the governor kind of nods, doesn't turn around and look. He's very stoic at this moment. And the dwarf will walk over to the edge and wave it, like basically indicate to the south. When you all go look in the low setting sun, you can see there is just a swath cutting through the land of pressed down grasses, toppled over bushes. You can see where a large group of individuals have cut a line through to the south.
I just go, um, I mean, you could have just, told us this, that there's a trail to follow. I mean, precious time,
Hmm.
so pulling us all the way up here to.
The dwarf is like, but you, you just hear like a snicker from the governor. Hey, you, elves, and he like goes back down the stairs.
Such a
Escobar
pleasant
is like,
fellow.
the governor will will continue to snicker. He says, "Not too many people get under that dwarf's skin like you all seem to. I think he really likes you."
Oh my, how does he treat people he doesn't like?
Let's just say he could be rough around the edges.
So there's a difference?
Okay.
It's subtle, but I mean, I'm guessing, and he looks over all of you, kind of like keying in on your ears. Because I'm guessing many of you haven't spent much time with dwarves. Most of them are sour, rough individuals. But if you have their loyalty, there's nothing they won't do for you. Also, if you make an enemy of one, that's probably an enemy for life.
Yeah,
was
let's
on
make
the-
it a point not to piss him off. So what he's
Yeah.
basically pointing out is that there's this path and that's the way that we should probably be headed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, so mind you, the path is not like this wide expanse. It's so distinguishing from the lush grass that has been growing in the greenest that you could see there's just matted down. It would be like looking at a crop circle from a distance. You can clearly see that they've walked through this grass because everything's like matted down. So just want to be clear. Um, I will say yes. I don't know how far they've gotten right now. Defense of the town in case they return, which I don't think they will. And now we know which way to look for them. So my scouts are not too far away, but they are watching the road or the south.
Anything else you want to share with us that we might need to know? Anything that you might have found out while we were resting?
I was focusing more on um, consolidating the town closer to the keep, making sure that all the able bodies were split up. I just know that many have died in this attack, and we have not gotten over the hump. Greenest next year may no longer exist, but we try to be hopeful. I mean, I fear thinking what would have happened to us if you all had not happened along. I wish I can give you more information, but I've never seen these raiders or their like before. The prisoners we interrogated were not much help. Kobolds rambled on, insanity, strange little creatures.
Hmm.
They just spoke of their mistress. And the humans, I think they would rather have cut their tongue out than give us any information. Since we are not barbarian or savages, there was not much we can do.
Did they say anything? The kobolds, you said they spoke of their mistress. Any
Yes.
specific things, or it's just cherishing?
A fanatical worship of her. What mistress do kobolds have? Vile little creatures.
Songbird, the
Hmm.
daylight fades.
Let's go.
I wish I could help you, but we're actually sending you because we don't have answers.
At least we have a path.
Everybody kind of looks towards the path heading off to the south. At
Big
least
sigh.
there's that.
All right. Let's go grab Vermouth and see what we can find out. And I'm going to
So,
start
How do you
walking
think
down the stairs.
And Songbird's going to be asking Genius, like, how do you think Vermouth is going to feel about this trip?
Oh, she's going to hate it. Eventually, there's going to be dew on the grass and her shoes are going to get wet. We're going to have to hear about it. I'm just warning you. I love her. She's my cousin. But I'm just warning you. It's going to happen.
Delicately raised.
all right. So all of you will head back to Pharaoh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. You all right there, bud?
Just listening.
Okay. So all of you will head back to the house unless anybody wants to do anything else. Good. Head back to the house. You will find Vermouth doing what?
Summoning a demon.
Currently, I am turning 100 sheets of paper into one paper bird.
How long does this take you?
It's going to take a few hours. Yeah.
Oh, so you come back and find her like in the midst of an like I want to say it, but I don't want to say it wrong because I know if I say it wrong, that's a clip. So an origami disaster when you walk back in. Just folded pieces of paper like all around her, and she's just happily folding the next one and getting them ready.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly what I would have thought because I mean, the 100 pages will actually be condensed into one paper bird.
Right.
Okay.
And a paper bird is basically a miniature origami bird.
Well, it folds up into a bird when it's
Right.
done, so it could go
Yes.
fly to the recipient.
Right. That's exactly what origami is. Listen, you make your spells your way, I'm making mine my way. But yes, you're combining them into one magical bird. Don't argue.
I'm imagining this argument going on inside Vermouth's head.
Right? Don't do it like that. But I don't like that one. Do it this way.
Should there be a whole bunch of them, or is that just one? Is it condensed into one? Like, I'm just imagining.
Yeah, how are you condensing them? You're folding them into each other. That's
It's
what you're doing.
magic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
magic.
magic. Doesn't actually need to make sense. I was just thinking, the pages would kind of
Okay.
melt together with magical infusion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
I got crystals out and everything for this shit.
Yeah, you have to have your magic and your energies going. But yes, that's what you all come back to. She's making paper birds. Honestly, I think it's
No,
just
one.
you need. I
One.
know. I just think it's
One.
just you only need one piece of paper to do the paper bird, but the other 99 is so you get the folding right. It's
Not how this works.
practice.
That's not how magical items work.
No, it is today.
All right, if you want to think so. If it helps you, sure.
It makes me. It yes. It makes me. Yeah, it's one big ass paper bird. She's got paper mache going. She's just. All right. So why don't you tell me how your spell works? I'm fine with that, but I had my vision. You can have yours now.
Okay. Well, I mean, no, I just thought, because it has to have like X amount of money spent on components to kind of merge into like this one item, one magical, and paper bird is pretty easy to do.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot
Okay.
of paper, but
Now, okay, so you're sitting there doing your magical bird thing.
Yeah.
You all come in and see her doing this. It's only been about 15, 20 minutes since you last saw them, so you're not far into it.
No, this is gonna take, like I said, hours.
Right. I know that. You know that. They don't. So you
That's
guys come
true.
in and see her doing her thing, and you're like, all right, ready to go.
I'm sorry, what? That's what I'm asking them when they tell me ready to go.
Yep, time. It's we got the directions we needed, and time to head in that direction.
Direction to where exactly?
South. We're going south.
There's a
In a
path.
specific trail. Yeah. Hmm.
That sounds very vague.
Well, no, there's the group that allegedly took the monk. They left a trail heading south, so we would be following the trail.
To what ends, though? Like,
To-
to an encampment? To a
To
city? A civilization? A town? A temple?
I don't know.
Yes.
all of the above. We don't know. We're going to go
Yep.
rescue a
Mhm.
monk. Come on.
All of us. For one monk.
Yes.
Well, we don't know what we're going to come
Uh,
up against.
And it's information. You like information. We're finding information.
I'm not an information person.
But you ask a lot of questions.
I ask a lot of questions because a lot of these things don't make sense to me.
Uh, so yeah,
But you
we're gonna
want
go.
to. Well, I mean, I'm in the middle of something right now, but I mean, I guess I could leave this here. I mean, how long are we gonna be gone? Like, what, a couple hours, and then I can come back and continue?
If that's how long it takes,
The quicker we go, the quicker we come back.
Fine.
So you leave your 40 completed birds there. No? Okay.
Is there a way that you can fold and walk at the same time?
Can I? Can I? Is that a possibility for me to enchant something and walk at the same time? Apparently not.
No.
Oh, okay.
In fact, stopping in the middle may be a problem too. I have
I
to
mean, it's
read
not
the
really the
I have-
middle since I just barely started.
yeah, I would have to read the spell, but I think once you start, you have to finish. So it's a good thing they gave you extra paper.
She is plotting your murder right now.
I
I
mean,
saw that look too. I wasn't sure, but thanks for
Uh-huh.
confirming.
You
I
betcha.
do want to clarify. It was hey, we're gonna run get some information before we leave.
So, inspiration to vermouth for questioning. Yeah, that's what we want to encourage, Earl. Thanks.
Question everything.
Question all of it. Okay, so eventually you get your act together, you put away your pieces of paper. Are you going to be carrying this 100 and something pieces of paper with you, or are you leaving everything here in the house?
I mean, besides my crystal, which I need,
Right.
everything is going to be staying here.
Okay. So you neaten everything up, put it away. And I'm assuming, is anyone else leaving stuff here that they might not want to carry with them? Like those of you that may or may not be encumbered.
Yes, I'm leaving like my bedroll and stuff here.
Okay.
You
Someone's
have a
encumbered?
bedroll?
Yeah, don't you?
Hey,
I,
thank you, Earl.
But I will leave
I
this
also have.
crowbar that I do not need.
Okay.
And this rope. Don't need that either.
Thank you. So I should thank Ross for the Santa hat. Yes, if you want to go through your character sheets and relieve yourselves of some of the items, um, just mark them as not carried and put a note on them that left in the lodge. We're just gonna call your house the lodge from now on. For now. So that's where you're leaving your stuff behind, so you're not being hit by the weight, but you still own the item. So that's how it would take care of it. Don't just delete it unless you never plan on picking it back up. Also, it is almost 10 o'clock, so I think we should take a little break. We'll take a quick 10, 15. How long does everybody need? Nobody needs a break?
5 at least to go.
What?
I need at least 5 to refill my water and to put something in the microwave.
So at
10?
least that's a 10 right there, easy. So we'll do 10. Hey Rob, what's up? Just in time for our break. You guys go do your things. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone.
Alrighty.
Also, our streams, they technically still hear what we're doing.
Nah, I was
Yeah.
on break. I was on the break
Oh,
screen. Nobody was here. I don't mind.
Yeah, no,
I'm actually
Fury is not here
trying to
yet,
get mine
so we're
changed.
waiting for her.
You're
still.
sitting right there.
She's sitting right there.
Her thing is black
Wow.
for me. What are you talking about?
So
She's
is mine, but I'm here. You
Refresh.
didn't say I wasn't here.
yeah.
Her camera's
Refresh,
on.
so-
Mine's the only one that's not on.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh,
Why
she
does
is
he
right
always
there.
try to make you the problem?
Listen, I looked over at the screen and it, like mine went off now.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you refresh. All right, so
Stream
we're all back.
problems.
Yeah, shame on everyone.
Mhm.
See, they're bad. They're bad to me. I've
Whatever.
never had a part so violent towards me.
You like it.
What?
Mhm.
This is why we want the things on before, like mics on before, because I knew it would go into a gaslighting session when they don't
Right?
hear what's said before the.
Mm-hmm.
There's no gaslighting. You stop that right now.
Really though? Is there not really?
All right, where were we? Oh yes, you all getting ready to head to the south.
Look how quickly
Yes.
he changed the subject.
Absolutely. Snowbird, you
Mhm.
have been given inspiration by Loco because I don't know why. Who the hell's Snowbird anyway? That's for me.
Song-
Okay, I'll take it. Hold on. Let me put it. Let me add it to my
Autocorrect
tally.
Songbird.
I know it did. Go ahead and give yourself inspiration, Songbird.
That's such an odd autocorrect.
Thank you, Loco.
You welcome.
Autocorrect is just very, very, very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, some of the things it autocorrects, I like some of the things it flagged. Like you saw, I don't know, like Rhino saw it, but you remember the post that was just basically the quote from Taken earlier, but it was like
Mhm.
shifted to be in D&D. The chat bot blocked that. It was like violent
was-
acts. I was like, oh my.
Yeah, because it had the word kill in it.
Well, I mean, let's not forget Let's Get Dangerous.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you for the bits.
Yeah.
Rob, I already found. Oh, okay. Thank you again, Rob. So, yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I was like looking at the stuff. Twitch is adding whenever you do bits. Twitch will add like I think it's 20% though. That's how it was
15.
advertised. Is it 15? I thought it was 20.
It says on the screen.
That was
It
20%
is.
off
It
the
is for
purchase.
everybody else, but not you.
Yeah, it's 20% for everyone but me because I am such a bad individual to my players. I'm going to that special place in hell. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're
Okay.
going to the special hell.
I'm going to the special hell.
Special hell.
Yes. The next. So I don't have another game basically. Rob, I meant to ask you. We're like I still didn't change it. I changed it on one calendar, but I didn't change it on another. We're not playing next Wednesday, right? We're off. Thank you, Fury.
Ooh, hype
Oh, is
train.
this what we're doing?
Well, I was asking Rob a question, but I got to give him time to answer.
No, I mean,
No, we're not doing that. We're
Is
going
this
to play
what-
D&D. No, stop. We're
Nope,
playing
nope, nope.
D&D. I was just waiting for an answer, but I'm pretty sure I don't have any D&D. I don't have it.
breathe.
Thank you, Foxy.
Use your
I don't
words.
have any. I don't. Thank you, Earl. I don't have any D&D games until like after the holidays, which I think. Thank you very much. Thank you, Loco. Okay, so going to the south now. You all have to participate in this, you know.
Roz has already kind of been down there when everybody else went to go find Fury. So he's there kind of inspecting the grass and smelling and that kind of thing.
Thank you, Cheerful. That yeah, coming with the gifted subs.
Yay,
Thank you very much.
Cheerful!
And now he's broken.
Uh-huh. Thank you so much.
This is why we
Well,
can't go on break.
Oh, can't leave y'all alone for like 5 minutes.
We didn't even plan it. It just happens.
What were you saying, Ross? South. You were going south. Yes. Where were you headed?
He just went to the where the trail kind of begins, and he's kind of just inspecting it and that kind of thing, waiting for the others to show up.
Okay. So, um, I'm gonna
You're
switch the
struggling.
maps. I am. I was fine until all this. Gotta focus here.
Why are you so emotional?
I am. So you guys are here. And in case you don't see the map, I will reshare it with you.
Holy shnikes.
Whoa, holy
That
crap.
just, yeah, took over my
It's a
entire
bit-
screen.
Well, it's a big map. It's basically
Okay, then.
just a map. Oh,
It's basically
thank
just
you,
a map.
Cheerful,
Thanks.
again. So for those of you who don't know, Cheerful is one of my favorites, and only because I had a stream go on one time that was 45 minutes in, and Cheerful was the one that came over and said, there's no sound, right? I was like, what?
That was such a hilarious
It's
stream.
That was so
You
much
That
did
was a
fun.
so
good.
cheerfully.
That was one of my favorite streams. It turned out to be one of my that was one of my best streams ever. But it was just so funny that 45 minutes at the beginning of that stream, nobody will ever watch it again because it's missing 45 minutes of sound. So, unless you are told, start like 48 minutes in, nobody's ever going to watch it. Anyway, all of you have the map. You are there in Greenest, and they're telling you to head south. Loco, are you leading this wonderful group?
Yep,
You are taking the lead.
this time, yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, what's the marching order?
Hmm.
Um,
S-
Do you want us to do it on the party sheet?
Probably be good. If I
So that way when you drag us, we actually land in party order.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I think I showed you guys the party sheet the other day.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, it's not opening for me. Oh, there it goes. So you just need to drag your image over to where you want to be standing. And there's a little arrow that indicates where you all are heading. So that's the heading. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I thought it was. I just, like I said, on one calendar, I took them off and rescheduled them. And then on the other one, I didn't. And I was like, wait, did we say we were going to play? So yeah, I just wanted to confirm. Okay, who's missing? Vero. Let's go, Monk.
like trying it doesn't. Oh, that's the front. Then I guess I would be. Just let me put myself.
Yeah, it'll let you drag yourself.
It is not. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, perfect.
Maybe one behind that.
No,
Just
go ahead and
slow
move.
down.
I just turned it so you're heading south.
There. Just I figured that this would have a slight lead. I wouldn't be like right on his tail.
Okay.
Literally.
All right. So all of you are heading to the south. When you left Greenest, the sun was setting, so it is not long before you are traveling in the dark. But you are heading through rolling plains. So, and you're following a very easy path of trampled down grass. Roz, are you doing anything, or are you just walking down this in the wake of the?
No, he's going to be kind of like scouting. He's going to look for any movement ahead. He's also going to
Can
look
Ross see in the
for.
dark though?
In the back season? No, but it's not dark yet. It's getting dark.
Is there moonlight as well?
Let me check the calendar and see if the moon phase is 8 over here. I'm gonna say it's waning, so there is some moonlight, just not a lot.
It's enough.
No, it's just not a full moon.
Oh, but moonlight is moonlight.
Yeah, moonlight is moonlight. It's just not, full moon, bright light. It's just sunlight. So yes, don't do that. Because I will make an eclipse.
So you guys, we have a DM that he blames his mood on the cycle of the moon.
He was making fun. I see
He's one
him.
of those.
They call
people.
that a lunatic.
Oh my god. You're just as bad as him. So
You're
So we follow
surprised?
the,
Oh, thank you, cheerful.
nothing. I said we're following the trodden down grasses.
Cheerful.
Thank you so much.
You're following the trodden down grasses. All right, no problem. Yeah, he does have dark vision.
Of course, I'm a cat.
I don't know. This one
It's-
asked, and I was like, I
Well, it's
guess.
because because for some reason cats in D&D don't have night vision.
Oh, that might be what we're stuck on. But no, the Tabaxi does have. I just had to look at his character sheet to remember.
Ah.
All right. And all the
Yeah.
rest of you. I think this whole party has dark vision.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
hand it out like candy in D&D.
Yeah. So everybody in this party has dark
It's an
vision.
odd
so
candy.
nobody- But you are
Mhm.
you are walking along, so it's fairly easy. Basically, moonlight will glimmer enough that you can see the path that you're following. Raj, you're doing your best to like scout out, pay attention to make sure you aren't taken by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
How long into the evening are you all gonna walk?
Until we find the end of the Yellow Brick Road.
I mean, we did sleep all day.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just making sure.
Wait. Before we go any further, I got to do a thing. Where am I? Hold on. Oh, it's already on there, but I need you to recast it.
Oh, mage armor.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I'm a little less squishy.
a little bit, not a lot. So you all walk about 10 miles following this path. At the 10-mile mark, Roz, you will
Mhm.
notice some flickering lights ahead. You also notice the silhouette in the moonlight of a mountain range. Figure it's probably 3 miles ahead of you, maybe 4,
And the flickering light.
maybe a mile, mile and a half.
Okay, I'll do the, stop. He'll kind of kneel down and wait for everybody to kind of catch up.
Okay.
And as they do, he will whisper that possible campsite. See the flickering flames beyond that a mountain range.
You all see the flickering lights. They look like little pinpoints of light in the distance. But Roz, yes, you picked out, it looks like a very casual camp. Almost not like they haven't, um, like they're not taking any precautions.
We will, well, Roz will, I won't speak for everybody else, but he will cautiously move ahead, trying to stay within any kind of cover, whether it be bushes or rocks or whatever, but keep following, at least going towards the lights of the campfires, while also making sure that he doesn't see any movement and we are not taken by surprise.
Okay. So you're going to continue to approach these lights.
Yes, at a very, very slow pace,
Okay.
kind of crouched down.
How close are you trying to get? And are the rest of you following him?
Songbird is following and probably trying to, as he leaves an area, she enters into that area knowing, okay, he was here because it was secure. So going in the same spot, kind of following Rose's trail.
And as far as distance, I'd say maybe 100 yards.
100 yards? Okay. Um, so for Cole, they purposely set out walking slowly and being leery. They weren't trying to rush.
Mhm.
Roz was being very cautious. No, we were talking about how long you guys have walked and how far. So, um, okay. So as you're approaching, Roz, you pick up the smell of like cooking meat.
Yummy.
And you can hear voices ahead. This camp is not being quiet at all. It's
Hmm.
it's not very loud, but you can hear them like up ahead, and in the firelight, you can see them bouncing about in the shadows or in the light, casting shadows in your direction.
Okay. Is there any indication of how many there are? Close,
Uh,
not exact numbers, but
well,
is
weird
this like a
perception check.
small camp? Okay.
Nice.
Very nice.
Um, there's at least half a dozen of the little ones, and you've made out at least three of the humans.
Do the little ones look, smell, and sound like kobolds?
Mm-hmm. Everybody drink too. Hydrate. That'd be a hell of a drinking game, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like alcohol. Oh, we're gonna die.
So Roz will stop and kind of do one of these, and he's gonna, you know, make the finger signs of how many little ones there are, and then finger signs of how many big ones there are, without trying to make any noise by talking.
Virginia, do you understand what he's trying to say?
I'm gonna hold my finger up to my lips because we're trying to be quiet here.
I mean, okay, granted, I'm saying this out loud, really loud voice, but I mean,
No, I know.
obviously, she'd be whispering.
Right, but like we don't know if there are any like watching around the exterior. Then I'm gonna be really quiet and pull her in close and whisper in her ear. There's 6 small ones and 3 big ones.
Of what?
Bad guys, come on. Quiet, quiet.
Roz is going to motion for everybody to stay where they're at, and he's going to try to go in, close in another 25 yards, staying
Okay.
behind bushes, rocks, whatever, continually looking around.
So roll me a stealth check.
Hmm.
Tower.
Tower?
Tower.
I'm drinking
Okay.
cheerful.
So you stealth along ahead, and you again you can make out what you see as you creep along. Is you see several of these small creatures running around in the firelight, chasing smaller creatures. They're plains hens, so it's a type of chicken. And you can see on the fire, several of them have been stuck onto stakes and are just leaning out over the fire to be cooked. And they're chasing around more of them. The humans are sitting off to the side, laughing. They found, relaxing, laughing. But the kobolds are just running around, basically chasing chickens.
Do there appear to be any guards, like looking out away from the fire out into the darkness?
Mm, roll me a perception check.
Tower or no?
in the tower, but I believe also it is at disadvantage, sir.
At disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Why come?
Darkness.
Okay. You said perception, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. You don't see any guards.
Okay.
It appears everybody is pretty much caught up into what's going on here. The humans, from which you can tell, are near or carrying their weapons, and the kobolds, you've seen their weapons. They fight with like slings and daggers, and you do see all of them still have on their gear.
Okay. Is this like a overnight camp? Like there's no tenting, no tents, or is it just like bedrolls spread out, or is none of that even
You
done yet?
you do not see any tents or bedrolls. You do see packs. You see some bundles, but you do not see any bedrolls or tents. You just see cooking chickens
Okay.
and the ones that they're chasing.
He'll turn back around to the party and, do the stay low, be quiet, and come forward.
We will do those things.
Mm-hmm. Sneaky,
Alright.
sneaky crawling.
As quietly and as sneakily as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very sneaky, sneaky.
So all of you begin creeping forward, trying to keep up with Roz. I need stealth checks from all of you. Tower, please.
No.
Then don't roll. You don't stealth. Yay! Everybody rolled at the same time. Now I got to figure out who's who. Okay. That's so strange. Vera's just walking along like, why are we sneaking? So you all creep along towards the camp. Roz, how close are you getting them?
Oh, with me, I'm 75 yards away now. I
Okay.
moved up 25.
Okay. So you were all 75 yards away. All of you see the exact same thing. You see small kobolds running around in the firelight, chasing chickens, occasionally catching them, biting off their heads and sticking them onto sticks, and then propping the sticks over a fire that's in the middle.
Yummy.
Off to the side, just on the edge of the firelight, you can see a group of humans sitting there, sharing a drink, laughing at the kobolds as they run around chasing the chickens.
Do
The-
you want to get closer and possibly use the element of surprise to attack, or do we want to move on, or wait until morning and see where they go?
Well, it kind of depends on are we able to accomplish a surprise?
This is a good question. To be honest with you, Raz believes possibly wait until morning to see if they move on and follow at a good distance.
Mm-hmm.
We will set up watches. That is my opinion.
I think that's
Anybody else
probably a
have an
good
idea?
idea since they don't have tents where they would be hiding anybody that they had taken captive. I would guess they don't have any captives here. Unless there's somebody that we're not seeing.
This could possibly be a patrol, or it could be a straggler group that was with the main party. It is hard to say.
So
What does the group think?
Well, I mean, if we're trying to find someone, it doesn't look like they have any spots where they can find anyone.
So there's a lot of area outside of the torchlight and darkness. Also, you guys are 75
Fine.
feet away, so your dark vision is not extending that far. So past that, it's just black. Dark, well, a little bit of light, but you don't see anything. So the only thing you can see is what's within the torchlight or the campfire around the camp, but they're dancing around. You see them because of their light, not your vision.
Right.
So maybe we should kind of make a wide path around to see if we can find anything. Get a little bit closer to see if there's anybody there that they are hiding that we don't see, and then make a decision as to what we want to do.
Very well. It is a plan.
Mm-hmm.
What say you? He looks at Vero.
Yeah, that would. I mean, I'm fine with that. Yeah. I mean, because I mean, we're looking for someone. I guess we got to figure out because if no need to follow them if they have the person. But if
This
they
is
don't
true.
have the person, then either we can ask them if they know where the person is,
Yes,
or
yes.
we can follow them in hopes that they take us to where the person is.
Yes, this is true. You cousin girls, what say you?
I mean, that was kind of my plan, so
Mm-hmm.
Little do you know that Vero actually legitimately means ask them, like politely ask.
what do you think, Vermouth?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to ask. I mean, who knows? They could just be forthcoming with information.
Oz is gonna do the forehead. No, this is terrible idea. But be my guest, please. By all means, go ask them.
I'm gonna grab her arm and say, don't go ask them.
But I could be very charming sometimes.
This is true. Please go.
It's okay.
Raz is
It's okay.
cannot wait to find out what you find. Okay, so now that we do not entertain that idea, Songbird, are you in agreement as well?
Yes. Yes, I am in agreement. I
Very
think
well.
we need to take it as stealthy as we can and figure out what is going on.
Do we go as group or does Raz go ahead?
We probably can continue the way we've been going. You're ahead of us by a little, and we just follow kind of in the areas that you've been.
This is also a plan. If everyone is in agreements,
I agree.
Raz will go.
So, Roz, you head forward. How close are
Yes.
you getting, Roz?
I did say yards. I was talking about feet, so thank you for correcting me. I'm going to go in 50 feet. We're at
50 feet?
75. I'm going to go to 50. Yeah,
Okay.
go to
All right.
50.
So you will head forward stealthily. I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Still at disadvantage or no? Or no,
Stealth
not
wasn't at
that. Yeah,
disadvantage.
you're right. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down.
Oh no, you give me shit. I'm gonna give you some now. How you like it? Huh?
You
It's
are
just
just
because you
Oh
try
my
to
god,
give us
that was so
disadvantage on
quickly.
every.
you are seeming
Just
so
tries.
pitiful right now, so pitiful.
All right. So you will continue forward quietly. None of you are going with him. You're just watching. Now, we're gonna make a
Now,
quick correction because Roz originally wanted to be at 75 feet. So is the party moving to the 75-foot mark?
No, we were
And
all at
then you're
75. That's
well,
where we
you
kind of held our little powwow. I moved now
right,
to 50.
right, but that was
Mhm.
in we had said yards, so now are we moving
Yep.
closer and changing it to feet? So everybody move forward, and then we're gonna change it. No problem. I'm fine with that. I just want to make sure that you guys
Yeah.
don't
I
think you're
said yards. I
75
don't know
yards
why I said
back.
yards.
Eh, Football.
Sorry.
Mhm.
These
So
guys confused.
So you all watch as Roz heads a little bit more forward and starts heading towards the camp. Roz, you will hear like them talking. You've heard them already, but you could see. And as you're observing them moving closer, you will notice that one of the humans will stand up and basically take one of the sticks, the sharpened sticks that they've been putting the hens on, and he will go to grab for it, and you'll see like the kobolds like jump up and snatch it away from him. Like they pull it away before he can even grab it. And you watch as the kobolds kind of square off, like they group up and they're watching him. And you can hear some exchanges in words, but you don't understand what they're saying.
Oh, but I
Because,
do.
oh, wait, you would understand. You do
Oh, but
speak
I
that
do.
language. You do. All right. I almost forgot. So you hear, it's like, um, give us some of the food. Runt. Kobold's like, no, you make your own foods. These are ours. Catch them yourself. And the other kobolds will agree. And the humans will seem very upset and mention something about worthless allies. And the kobolds will say, yes, you are worthless. You can't even make your own chicken.
Okay. Roz will motion everybody. Stay low. Quiet. Come on up.
And everybody who moves, roll a stealth check.
I float.
Damn. Ginny, even with the disadvantage, still moving better. Oh, no. Than for Vero. So you all are heading forward quietly, trying to be stealthful. And you all hear, oh, Vero, you stepped on something that wasn't exactly a rock. Do you like to all roll initiatives?
No.
Uh,
I'm glad you asked. No.
Nope.
Thanks for asking. We'll
Now,
pass.
no. All right. Unfortunately, oh, this is going to work out fabulous. You guys would be back here somewhere, and my guys would be.
You need a bigger map.
Have you shared
I
this
didn't. You
map?
know what? I'm
Where
going to
are
share it in
we?
a second.
Okay, just checking.
Alrighty.
I have to put the group on there. Let's hope that it works. I didn't get an error, but they didn't hit the map. There they go. Yay. I'm so happy. Okay.
It's the little things.
It is the
Mhm.
little things. Let me make them visible. I wish they would do that. When are we going to get that?
I don't know what that is. That you're
Yeah, I'm
referring
not
to.
So
lost.
Yep.
making the masking visibility, like having it on for everyone.
Right, but can we get a map?
Yes, please.
You're gonna get a map. Hold on. Jeez. So impatient. Here, take the map. Now I know forgot which ones I made visible and which ones I didn't. This one.
Mhm.
Yes. This would be so much nicer if it wasn't. Okay, I think that's everybody.
Hmm.
How many targets do you see, Ross?
Too many.
Too many.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where'd he fly off to?
Well, that's the one that Vero just stepped on. I'm not gonna add another one. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
I
take one
got
of
you.
those.
So
Well, you
so
didn't
so
explain
Roz
that. You
walked
just said,
so Roz walked by one that he didn't even see one. He led me to one. All right.
well, you know,
Mm, yeah, that's a good. It's a good arrangement. Yes,
I see 12 enemies.
that's yeah. Okay, that's good. That's the number.
Says very well knew we would have this encounter and had the audacity to go. You haven't faced more than 8 at a time
How about
earlier.
Cobalt 4 making a life check? If that big old boy stepped on him, maybe.
Well, we're gonna roll. You all roll initiatives. I gotta roll their initiatives.
It
And
doesn't
no, it wasn't.
automatically do it.
No, it didn't automatically do it. I might have turned it off. I may have turned it off. I am not sure, but I can automatically do everybody in the thing. Okay. So a life check. No.
Yeah, he could have stepped on his neck. That noise we
I
heard could have been his neck
Put 'em in
snapping.
the what?
or his
Uh-huh.
or
Very
his
true.
finger or his hand. Take it easy. It's only because Vera rolled a 1 on his stealth check.
Ah,
Surprised you didn't trip over him.
Yeah, so at best he had a 4. So I was like, all right, something happens here. All right.
I
So
mean, if he failed on a perception check, I could understand that. It's just really hard to imagine that you miss a whole cobalt.
you can, especially when they're laying down on the ground and, with a cover on them. Stealth, camouflage,
Okay.
and your passives weren't high enough because you have passive perceptions minus how much? You're smart. Go ahead, tell me the number.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, this cultist here, he's not doing anything because he just heard a scream. Roz, you hear this yelp from behind you, and you see like they all get quiet and like look in the direction of the party.
Hmm. He will target Cultist 4. He will Hunter's Mark that guy and himself. And he is going to take a shot at Cultist number 4.
That is a hit on cultist number 4. And cultist number 4 is he looks over like the yelling, takes an arrow, and just plop, like face plants.
That is
Where
his
is?
turn.
Hold on, I gotta take cultist 4 off. All right, this one here is gonna yell, "Cover!" and kind of like run off, like go to move, but he doesn't know exactly where the arrow came from. So you've caught them by surprise, even though Vero has caused one of them to yell. They weren't expecting an attack. Songbird.
Mm-hmm. Going to zoom back in, try to figure out. Hmm. See, no, dang it, he's in the way. I'm gonna try to move to where I can aim my crossbow at the cultist one. Because right now it looks like Roz is in my way. So, I don't know if I can go about right.
Yes, you can move right there.
And then shoot at the kobold.
You shooting at the kobold or the cultist?
Oh, and the cultist. Sorry, wrong word.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the kobold's short, so you can shoot right over him.
Okay, then that is what we are doing. Where did my character sheet go? Actions.
Ooh. So that rolled
Very
off
good.
and back on to the 19. So very nice. That is a hit.
Yay!
Oh,
And he will spin around as he gets shot, but he does not go down.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Nope. I'm just trying to find out what happened to my tracker.
The combat tracker?
Yeah, I'm
If you
clicking
go
on
to
it, but it's not popping back up.
so
Where'd it go?
is it behind something?
Yep, it was.
Okay.
There
Yeah,
we go.
certain screens won't move behind it. I don't know why. All right, Vermouth.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. So I'm gonna do a spell. I could get a little closer. Just a little bit. Perfect. So let's see. Cobalt 2, Cobalt 1, and Cobalt 8. There's a little spot in between all of them that I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
pinpoint to do a little snowball swarm. And
I'm
it's gonna
sorry.
hit all three of them.
What was the spell? I didn't hear you.
Shinlock snowball swarm.
Oh, okay.
Because why not?
Whee!
So there are 2 successes, 1 failure. So one of them did fail.
Okay.
ooh,
But the
nice.
damage was
Lovely.
very. So they just get pelted by snowballs too, right?
Just comes out of
Yeah.
nowhere. That little spot right there. Just
Yeah. So yeah, you watch as they get hit by snowballs, and all 3 of them, like none of them get up. One of the snowballs actually, you can hear it hit, and there's like a cracking sound of its neck as it falls.
Nice.
Oh, ow!
It's a hell of a snowball.
That
It's a
one
Right?
hell
person
of a
that takes
snowball,
it. That one person who takes snowball fights too far and puts something in it.
right?
something like that. Yeah.
All right. So these
That
3
seems like a that
are
seems like
dead.
something Vermouth would do.
Yeah,
No
one of them was
snowball fight with vermouth.
the one that failed instantly died. So that's the one you broke his neck with a snowball.
Beautiful.
Anything else for Vermouth?
Nah, I think that was enough murder for one turn.
Oh, okay, good. Vero. So the one at your feet, Vero, remember he is prone. So let me put the prone effect on him real quick because I forgot to do it before.
Gonna knock him out again. He's going back to sleep.
Oh, he's on the ground.
Good
Okay,
night.
go ahead.
Going to punch him.
Okay. So obviously, because he is prone, you have advantage. So that is a hit.
I will punch him again.
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, it did do damage. It delayed a little bit. All right. So I'm assuming non-lethal.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, he screams, looks up at you, and you're just like, "Go to sleep."
Just 2 quick jabs right in the snout, and down he goes.
Mm.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. This one here is screaming. You can see that he is pulling a weapon. This one is going to pull a weapon. This one is going to pull a weapon. So you guys, you remember the rules of surprise round. They can't do anything until after their turn. So at best, they can now use their reactions if they have gone already. But that's it. They can't take an action. They can't move. They're just standing there blank, like what the hell's going on? Ginia.
Okay. I am going to use Scorching Ray.
Okay.
And let's see, so I can make 3 rays of fire. So I'm going to target those 3.
So now Scorching Ray, I believe they're rapid. Like you do one, then another, then another. It's not like Magic Missile where you have to pick them all at the same time.
Okay.
I believe you can cast one, do the damage, then cast the next one, do the damage. Double check when you read the spell, because there's some that you have to pick all your targets at once.
Okay.
I think Scorching Ray is just one ray, one ray, one ray. So you can change your targets as you go.
Okay. So it says you create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at one target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Yeah, no, it doesn't specify if they all go off at the same time or not. Vermouth, how did we do it last time?
What?
Scorching Ray. That's
I
each
don't know,
one
I've
is
never.
individual. I believe I
Yep,
did it that they're all individual, so we're gonna continue to do that.
Okay. So we'll target this feller here.
That's a hit.
Nice.
No, that feller's gone.
Okay. And so we'll target this dude.
That is also a hit. That fella's gone.
Mm.
It's another hit.
Oh yes.
Jesus
Ooh.
Christ.
Nice.
Yeah, look, there's 12 of them. Yeah. I didn't think there
Look,
wasn't enough.
we've had a rough couple of days. I'm pissed. We're just going to burn some stuff.
Well, you
It's
managed to
genetic.
do that.
Yeah, just let it out. Let it out.
So,
That's it. I'm done.
right, bow down to the cleric. So, Ginny, like, I'm trying to remember for sure. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look the spell up and make sure.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. But so certain spells, though, each ray goes off at the same time, and sometimes they're individual. So I'm gonna look it up just to make sure. Also, Ginny, you've been given inspiration because favorite class.
Yay.
Thank Earl.
Thank
Thank
you.
Earl.
Thank you, Earl.
Okay. Now he doesn't get to do anything because surprise round. And now,
Oh, now Insomnia gave you inspiration.
yay!
Insomnia.
Insomnia is the best.
What
He's
is
got to
wrong
make
with
things
you?
fair for poor Havoc. You know, Havoc wanted to at least down one of us,
Poor Havoc.
which I'm
Here
sure
it
it's about
comes,
to
Rhino.
come. I mean, as soon as the kobold
Uh,
gets up, it's gonna knock out Vera with a critical.
I'll never forgive you, Insomnia. I'll never forgive you.
I don't think I can even get to you, so you're fine.
You'll find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You'll be like, oh, I'm going to throw this. It'll be disadvantage. Oh, 2 20s.
Whoa, that guy can move.
All right, Ross, your turn. He comes
Okay.
running at you, screaming, waving a scimitar over his head.
All right. As he comes upon Roz will still has his bow in his left hand. He will reach to his hip
Mhm,
for his longsword, only to
Mhm.
grasp air.
Oh, shit.
mhm.
And he takes just a second to look down without even hesitating. He sees nothing. There is no sword in the scabbard. This is a long bow. I can't shoot him, can I?
Well, you
Well-
can, but it's at disadvantage.
Yep. Well, he's already got a guy that's wounded. He's going to continue to He's going to target him, change his hunter's mark to that guy. And he's going to fire.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
So originally you cast Hunter's Mark on the on one?
Yes, and I'm moving it over to the other one. Or the
Oh.
one I killed earlier. Outright.
All right,
remember?
the one. Right, you did kill one outright. Because yeah, never mind.
Good to go?
Yes.
You got it clear in your mind?
Yes.
Ready?
So
Oh,
you're shooting at number one. It's still a
Mhm.
disadvantage because he's in front of you.
Oh, this guy is in front of me?
Yes.
Or to my side?
You ha-
Okay,
oh,
disadvantage.
in your
That's fine.
in
That's
your
fine.
melee space.
Okay. Jerk.
All right. So yes, he will definitely.
Affect my shot.
Yes, he will affect your shot, and you
Okay.
will miss. Also, Firo got inspiration, and I guess I missed it at one point. Oh, Rhino for the pun jokes. I'm sorry. Yes, Firo, you have inspiration as well.
He just won't get missed, does he?
Because he said Rhino, and Rhino is not at the table. So it threw me off. Sorry.
I am.
All right.
I'm
I
right here.
know.
If I've taken an action, can I disengage or no?
If you already taken the action, disengage would have been your action.
Okay, that would have been my action. Okay, I'm good.
All right. So this one is going to do the same thing. He is just going to scream and charge forward. Getting to there. Also screaming and waving his scimitar. Unfortunately, though, that's all they can do. Songbird.
Yep. Going to. Go for Cultist 3.
Okay.
Looks like, yep. And shoot.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
Did you shoot last round?
Yes, and I got to reload, don't I?
Mm-hmm. So
No.
I need to heal my cultist. Stop shooting my cultist. That's number 3.
No.
What do you mean no?
Because I want to shoot.
Yeah, but you shot him and you weren't supposed to. So I'm assuming you're reloading then.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to reload because there's still one at a distance anyway.
Okay. There's actually 2 at a distance.
Don't forget to re-add the bolt that expends when you shoot with your crossbow.
Okay.
Yeah, so untick one of them.
And oh, there's the other one. I was like, where's the other one? Move the map. Okay. Well, yep. Reloading.
All right. Go ahead and pass your turn. Is there anything else you want to do while you're reloading? Maybe a bonus action or something? No? Okay. Pass your turn. Vermouth, you're up.
What is this guy's range? Okay, just need to move up a little step.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
I succeed.
Nothing happens. Awesome.
Vera.
I'm going to move up here. And I am going to hit
You wanna
Cultist
use
2.
your inspiration?
Yeah, I'll use one of my inspirations. Why not? If I don't, then I'll never. Hoard them like a little gremlin. If I don't,
I know. I'm gonna try to make a rule. As soon as I get it, the next roll I roll a 20, I'm using it.
I had one already. So.
Because I have 3.
I wonder why.
Because Insomnia keeps giving to me because Insomnia is my friend.
When do I have? Let me just familiarize with myself. Let's see that.
Sonny, we're gonna have a little chat. You and I.
Run.
I am going
Just a little one.
to use a key point to do flurry of blows. So I'll get 2 more attacks on cultist. So there's the first additional. He's knocked out. That's 15 feet. I can go through. I'll just do this to make life easier. And then for my last flurry of blows, I will hit cultist 3. Let it hit. Let it hit. That's not going to hit. Okay.
Nope.
Well, wait. You have halfling luck.
You
I
do
do
have a
have
halfling luck.
Then
So
I
you
will
can re-roll that.
re-roll.
And go ahead and take the halfling luck off him, Fury.
I will.
That
I don't
is
think
all.
that
That
hits.
is now a hit.
Oh, is it? Cool.
Mhm.
And there's the damage. And then I'm going to, since I've struck with one of my, made contact with one of my flurry of blows, I can use one of my abilities, which is, where to go? So we are level 3, yes.
I don't know. It's on your character sheet somewhere.
Sorry. Yeah, it's here. I just have to freaking find what it was called. Because there's 3 options that I can do. So creature with one of your attacks granted flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following. So I want him to make a strength saving throw. So I think I can force that.
You should be able to, yes, as long as you have him targeted, which you do.
Yeah. I think this is the one. No,
This is the way.
This is the way.
right.
This way.
He's. Oh, did it go twice, or does he have a?
Yes, you did
Well, he
force it
failed
twice, but he failed twice, so we'll just say he failed.
So he's. With that punch, I hit him hard enough to push him back 15 feet.
So there.
Yep.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
He did, but he only took 4 points of damage.
Yes, it's my way the open hand that actually allows me to do the push if he fails. Yep.
Okay. So this one is going to scream. He has taken out his sling and he starts swinging it over his head. And he's looking and looking, and he goes, nah. And he just turns around and starts running. Should be 30. So he's going to run towards the tree line, trying to get away. This one here, he has just watched his buddy get smacked back. One of them is on the ground, but he is a cultist, so he will charge forward.
Purposely trying to move him out of the way so that you could use your bow without issues, and then another one runs up to you.
Mhm.
Ginny, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here, I think. And then, because Cultist 3 is still up, right? Yeah, but he's wounded.
Yeah, he's just been moved back, so he's
Okay.
like standing there, like.
All right, so I'm going to target him and try to hit him with the crossbow.
That is a hit.
Oh,
Jeez,
nice.
the damage tonight.
Mhm.
So he's standing there trying to catch his breath, and as he looks up at you, you send one, just send him backwards. crossbow bolt sticking out his forehead.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right.
He's-
So this is the kobold that's knocked out.
Mhm.
So he's still knocked out. Cultist 3 is the one that just died. So Roz, your turn. You have one
Okay.
in front of you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hunter's Prey. I mean, yes, Colossus Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
That says with a weapon attack. Is Cat's Claws a weapon attack?
No, Cat's Claws is an extension of you. It does slashing damage, but it's not a weapon.
Okay. So let me take that off of myself. How about Hunter's Mark? Would that still be in play, or is that only for a ranged weapon? I'm asking
No,
out loud.
No, Hunter's Mark is if you have Hunter's Mark on it. It doesn't matter what you hit them with. If you do damage, they take additional damage.
Okay. All right.
But
So
the only thing with Hunter's Mark is you can't move it until they die. Like once you cast it on somebody, you can't move it from person to person unless that person is dead.
right, and it should still be on Cultist.
Well, unless
1.
you recast it, you have to recast
Right,
it.
unless you completely recast it. Yes, you
Right.
could do it that way, but
Okay, it's still on Cultist 1 because I had
Okay.
him targeted before.
Mhm.
So I'm going to try to do cats. I don't have to hit him, do I? All I have to do is damage. Is that true?
No, you have to hit. What do you mean? Just do damage?
Oh,
You
I have to do the.
the attack.
And what is that? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I'm dummy.
Okay.
Got it.
That's a hit. Yeah, so the D6 was the Hunter's Mark. So yeah,
Mhm.
he's dead. So you just kind of reach forward and like grab his throat and rip it out.
Ooh, lovely. I like that.
Oh, look, a raid. Hey, Drake, how you doing? Well, this is Drake Takes. We have
Raid!
Cold Drake here, and now we have Drake Takes. So, how you guys doing? Welcome in. They just slaughtered my ambush party, and I'm kind of upset about it.
He's never gonna let us sleep again.
No, never. This is what happens when you let the party rest.
Hey, Raiders!
Sleep deprivation from now on.
Aw.
So
Rob, back again,
sweet.
bitches. So there is the 2 kobolds that are basically unconscious. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for coming by. One of them is running away most rapidly. The other one is snoozing because he's been knocked out. So, pretty much we will say we're out of initiative now because
Well, how
unless you're-
far is the one running away?
oh, yeah, you can draw your own lines. He's
You're right.
80 feet away. Hey,
Oh,
thank you,
okay.
Loco.
I will. Okay, yeah, that works. I'll run up to him. I'll run my full movement of 45, then use a key point for Step of the Wind to bonus action dash for a total of 90 feet to be up to him, and I'll punch him.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
It's Songbbird's turn right now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stay in initiative. So Songbird is your turn.
Okay.
I didn't think you were gonna chase him, so never mind.
Every time
I
the
mean,
whole day,
no survivors are the
every
best
time I
witnesses.
got away, more people came.
Yep.
That's fair. Go ahead, Songbird. It's your turn. You do have your
Okay.
crossbow loaded now. Oh, hydrate. Songbird, are you there? Oh, you were muted.
Kill him.
I should have checked for the light first. It's like, no, you can't do that.
And it was a
'cause I don't
really
know what
good
you're playing.
plan, too, and now we'll never know what it is.
Him.
Oh,
The cultist is knocked out.
the cultists are gone. It's just the kobold that's running away that nobody seems to want to let get away.
I
Well,
was
there
just double
should be
checking
another
because
cultist
right in
still
front of
locked out.
Roz.
Yeah.
There's
The
one in
one in
front of
front of
Roz. That's
Roz.
why I was asking.
Isn't he dead? Thank
Oh,
you.
Oh,
well,
there
there's
we
an
go.
There he
unconscious.
goes.
Yeah, there's an
Sorry, it hadn't
unconscious one
gotten
in
to
front of
him yet.
me,
Right, there's one kobold unconscious.
Well, no,
and
Vero
and
knocked out
one.
one of the cultists.
Yeah, there's a cultist and a cobalt that are still alive and
Right,
unconscious.
that's yes. I had left it on there, but everybody wanted to see the red blob, so
It's
there
a-
you go. He's gone now.
Delayed reaction
Going
splat.
Yes,
going to hold action.
just gonna hold an action for what?
Just checking around, see if something pops up. Like
So you
someone wakes up or anything like that. Kind of waiting with the crossbow.
all right? So you're ready an action for anything that pops up. You want to shoot it.
That's an enemy.
Any hostile
Okay.
creature?
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
kind of get that. I kind of think that's a given, but okay.
Really? Is it really given though?
Mm,
No.
If you're
Yeah.
vermouth, maybe. All right. Speaking of which, vermouth, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move my 30 feet. Hold on, right there.
Mm-hmm. You just walked over two bodies, so that would be 35 feet.
Okay, hold on 1 second then.
This is the benefit of the blood splatters. There's bodies there, which are difficult terrain.
There,
Thank you.
baby.
You nitpick when it's in your favor, but when it's in my favor, you're like, you big baby. All right, you shot the kobold. Do damage.
Oh yes.
Like, you guys have
Ooh.
not rolled, not max damage for the last, like, 8 hits. What is going on here?
Ice
How
mods.
did...
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Rob, is there an extension I need to know about, and how do I get rid of it?
No, it's the holiday spirit. It's Loco's hat. It's vibing on our
Open the
side.
hat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, great. That's awesome. Now we have no witnesses besides the two that are unconscious.
And the
well, now
hens.
we
And-
can ask this one, as I point at the snoring human. We can ask him where the person we're looking for is.
Lovely.
So I guess that'll be next
It'd
on the
be the
list.
blood
Is
splat right above me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we want to. Do we want to tie up this guy? And
Did you bring rope?
I don't know. I don't think I have rope on me. Let me check.
Guess what
Did
I
anybody
left?
bring rope?
I don't have rope. No. Just if anyone has, I mean, they have a camp. They might have rope here. I don't know. Is there any
Can
rope
we go
around?
looking for rope?
I
Oh,
couldn't
you're
carry my
looking...
rope. It was too
So,
heavy.
I'm sorry, you all are looking for rope. I thought you were checking yourselves for rope.
Yeah, I
Well,
knew that I
kinda, we
left my
quickly came
rope
to the consensus that there was no rope. So
back at the inn
Uh,
or back at the lodge.
We had
What
that
did I
whole
say?
conversation.
What did I say? I'm going to leave
You had
something here that
yep.
I'm going to need.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. You did?
Mm-hmm.
nope, they have no rope.
Roz is going to kneel down beside this guy and do the
Just break his arms.
and put his claws around the guy's throat.
Okay.
Oh,
Would you like to talk?
He's unconscious.
Good.
we'll wake
Would
him
you
up.
like to talk?
He's not answering you. He's unconscious. Like, you beat him to death,
You did not
almost.
touch him.
Well, Pharaoh did. Pharaoh hits very hard.
Okay.
I also
Well, he
noticed the
won't do
chat
that.
got really violent too. It's like, just break his arms and legs. He won't go anywhere.
So Roz
Okay.
won't do that if he's unconscious.
Yeah,
He
he is
will,
unconscious. You have to revive him first because the threat of being choked is not going to really work.
He is going to find a hen or whatever those things are,
Okay.
The chicken.
grab it, wring a neck, and
fucking
he's
with
feeling
it.
a bit peckish. It's been a
Oh.
long hike.
Oh, so you're eating.
Mm.
Having a snack. Just
Are
needs
you
a
gonna taste it
snack.
first this time?
He works up an
There's
appetite.
there's some still being cooked over the thing, but I
Ooh.
mean, if you want to chase the ones that are just kind of hanging about,
Mm.
go for it.
Yep, he grabbed one.
Okay.
I mean,
Hold on. I need you to roll me a dex check first.
You and your dex checks.
Listen, you ever chased a chicken?
you're telling me the
I feel like an
kobolds can catch a
athletics
That's-
chicken, and you're going to
acrobatics.
question
Wow.
whether
Kobolds can
the
catch one,
tabaxi
but
can?
it's all right.
They
Let
had
him
to
have
roll
his
their
fun.
checks too. All right. It's not that difficult. You kind of just like look at one and you wait for it to get close enough. It pecks the ground, and as soon as the head comes back up, you snatch it. So
Snack
you,
anyone?
so they're like, think like quail, except more chicken shaped. So they're about the size of a quail, but more of a chicken shape to them.
Quail sounds good too.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you all watch as he's like looks at the guy unconscious, shrugs and walks over to like grab and snatches up one of these prairie hens
Or are we
and then
not going to wake
starts
them up?
eating it.
I mean, we could just, I guess, does anyone else want to like help me with him? I can wake him up. No?
I mean, you go for it. I don't know what you want us to do. I'm
I
not,
mean,
I don't excel in torture.
I'm just going to ask. No, I don't plan on torturing anyone, but I mean,
I
just in
mean, I'm
case he
sorry, when
tries
I
to
say
attack
torture, I mean
me.
interrogation.
No, you had it right the first time. Oh, I'll shush. I'm not there.
I'm actually just checking,
Um,
like, make sure I don't have intimidation checked or anything.
I'm
And
going
I don't think I can
to.
charm him because he's already been hurt.
Mm-mm.
Then I'm going to. j- Yeah, I'm just going to try to wake him up, jostle him, like sit him up and kind of jostle him awake.
Okay. So you sit him up, you give him a couple smacks in the face, and he looks around and he immediately like goes to his hip, like looking for his sword, which is laying on the ground, but he went to where it should be in his scabbard.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, disarming him would have been a good thing. And also checking his pockets.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little late for that. Anyway, he goes to grab for the
I
sword,
think I'm
realizes
fast
it's
enough to
not
pop him
there.
in that. I'll just smack him in the hand.
So he goes to grab, you grab his hand, and you're like, mm-mm. And he
No
just
toque.
sits there, wide-eyed looking, noticing three of his dead friends and all of you kind of standing around, two with loaded crossbows.
Now I'm just
Crossbows.
imagining
Mhm.
them just holding hands together.
Really,
Mhm.
Vermouth?
What?
Give Vero his moment. Anyway, Vero, you're standing over him. He is definitely alarmed.
I just look at him and go, I just have a. We're trying to find someone. I was just, trying to see if you had any information about the person we're looking for.
I,
Yes,
I, um, I have no information for you, filth.
Oh, rude.
I sniff my armpit.
He's actually gonna go, hmm?
I know it's been a rough night. I take it I don't smell so fantastic.
No, no. You
I'm sorry. I mean, I normally, yeah, I guess it was a long night. I traveled before, then I may not have had time to bathe. That's my apologies, which I like scoot, try to change, like, where I'm not upwind from him. And be like, is that better?
no, you, vile.
Uh, I mean,
You know, I think Vermouth is going to actually try to do charm person.
So I believe since you guys have hit him, he has advantage, yes?
Well, we're currently not fighting him.
But you have hit him, yes?
Um, it says if I
guess it
do
depends.
anything to harm him,
He was knocked out.
but that was before.
It- 6
But
seconds ago. It's kind
here,
of
here,
fresh in his
let's all read
mind.
it, and everybody can kind of make their inferences.
I'm already making mine. It
So
does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it.
but we're not. We're
You
interrogating
you beat him
previously.
I ca- I cast. I casted sleep on him.
with your fist.
I'm sorry that it had, uh, you know, somatic components to it.
Basically, if you take any hostile actions, Vermouth, they're not going to take it. You guys have taken plenty of hostile action, and there's evidence of it all around him. I'm going to say he has advantage on the save.
I was being so kind to him right then.
You are
Doesn't-
being very polite. Like the chat has said, that is the most apologetic interrogation they've ever seen. I agree. The guy is looking at you like, what is wrong with this dude? Like he's shook because
What
you're being
have
weird.
you done?
Not to mention, 5 feet away, there's a cat person chewing on a chicken, and the other two are just staring at him like, should we shoot him now? I don't know. And this one's trying to get in his head. Yeah,
Let's try. Yeah, let's try. Even with
Mhm.
with him having advantage.
that's fine. Roll.
If I do advantage and roll. Oh, I need to target him, so
Yeah,
it's
well,
not
you
there to
killed him, so I
target.
have to put him back on the combat tracker. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Technically, he never
No.
died. You just took
That's
him off.
why. That's why when he knocks him out, I don't make him blood splatters. But you know, these
Nobody
things
said
happen.
anything to make him a blood splatter. You did it on your own.
No, somebody was complaining. So why is
Who?
he alive? Here, I'm gonna put him there now.
Well, never mind.
Never mind what.
Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Never mind.
No, I want to know now.
Now he wants to pick a fight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to give him advantage or not.
He succeeded.
Did it give him advantage? Or
No, but
I
I
just
would
want to
just
know if I
roll.
did it right.
I would just roll the dice again. It didn't give him anything.
Oh,
It
okay,
just did
weird.
the save.
Okay. Oh, well. I
Yeah, it
tried.
just did the save.
I go, well, I mean, maybe if you just give me a second for my friend to describe the person we're looking for, then maybe you'll have a little, you'll know who we're talking about. And I look over at Songbird, who knows, I guess I feel like would be better suited to describe the person in which we're looking for.
All right. Well, Songbird is going to move up.
My chat is very violent. Bashman wants you to put a gold coin in his mouth and cast heat metal. They don't have that spell.
Yeah, unfortunately, none of us have that spell.
Fortunately.
Whatever.
Well, Songbird's going to
Well,
move
I
up.
thought their alignment was good. I'm not so sure anymore.
Never
No,
said
our
I was
alignment
good.
is accurate.
Uh-huh.
He keeps projecting evil
chaotic.
thoughts on my character, and I'm doing nothing but nice things.
Right?
No, I didn't say. Well, listen, the chat has spoken. I'm also going to unlock the
Yeah.
tokens because you guys are not doing anything.
I mean,
Good.
we're trying to.
I know. I'm
Um,
just saying it doesn't require my permission to let you move.
So Songbird's going to walk up because Vera's like, well, maybe this will work. Kind of kneel down a little bit, but still have the crossbow nearby. And be like, hi. I'm so sorry. It's unfortunate that this happened, but we are looking for, and she will kind of describe Leosin. And it's like, we really didn't want to do this, but if you'd be so kind as to tell us, maybe you can go.
Roll persuasion. You have disadvantage because again, 11 of his companions are dead.
Hey, I said it was unfortunate.
He
Yeah.
chose this path.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry I killed all your friends.
Do you want to join them or?
I know. It's like, I did hit disadvantage, right? There it goes.
Yeah, I went. Okay. Why are you not opening? There it goes. Oh, no. Still not opening. Ah, there we go. Okay. So he's going to just do this one. Yeah, he just kind of looks at me. He says, "You won't let me go."
Well, that's your belief because of how you seem to do everything. We're just looking for a specific person. We just want to know where he's at. We defended ourselves because you attacked. It's kind of the way that things go. Don't you ever listen to the songs, how stories, they're surprised, and she'll just go off for a little bit, but still kind of bring it back to, so, we were just defending ourselves. You all attacked first.
He's like, you were following us.
Hero's looking at him eagerly the whole time too, like he's
And
very interested in what he
we
has
were
to say.
we were eating. You started shooting arrows into our camp. We didn't attack you. You attacked us. I think two of my friends were dead before they even realized what was happening.
Actually, what happened was we were coming up to see if we could find the person we are looking for. Y'all reacted to, unfortunately, us finding one in an unfortunate way of being stepped on. And as
He's
soon as
still
he
over
heard
there.
the
He's
noise,
sleeping still.
yeah, so he's actually still alive. It was just unfortunate that he got stepped on because he was out there. And that noise caused you all to react. So we reacted to your reaction.
Hey, Songbird, as the DM, I'm telling you, you realize you had surprise on them. Like 6 of them were dead before they even moved.
Still going with we
Okay, I'm
reacted to
just
your
making
reaction.
so we are now in the deception part of your roleplay. Just want to make sure you
I'm
were
just gonna
aware.
I'm gonna look at him and go, well, I did suggest when we were walking up that we just ask you guys, but then yeah, I accidentally stepped on your friend.
Yeah.
But
He
again, I
did
didn't kill
actually.
him. He is still asleep, just right over
Mhm.
there.
And he
Can you
did.
see him
He's
from there? Is
right.
he like in grass?
No, he can see him. He looks over in that direction. He's like, "That's not a friend of mine. They're just a necessary evil." Like, when she comes, all will be right with the world. But until then, you should just let me go. You may feel her wrath.
Who is she?
The goddess.
You're gonna have to narrow that down. There's so many. Do you know how many
Well,
stories I have on goddesses?
Oh, she
if
is the one goddess.
if we let you go, will we no longer feel? Will we be avoiding any wrath?
Yes?
Do I believe him?
Would you like to roll an insight?
Yeah. Because even the way you said that, I'm like,
Mm.
Hold on, I'm rolling mine. No, he said it exactly like I did.
I mean, I'm just trying to find someone. You don't have to lie to me. That's not very nice.
I do what you will with me. You're, you're
I just
heroes. You won't kill me. I'm an
I
unarmed, almost bound man.
I haven't killed anyone. I I just want to ask a question. I just want to know, have you seen the person in which my friend here described?
No.
I've already caught you lying once. You don't think I would be able to tell if you continue to lie to me?
I'm not lying. I haven't seen who you're talking about. There was a lot of captives. They've been taken ahead.
Okay.
To where?
Are they going to? Yeah.
Um, Now you're gonna let me go, right?
Yeah, I'll let you go. I don't kill people, so yeah.
What about him? Points over to Roz, who's still eating a chicken.
Yep. He's standing there and he's got one of his claws out and he's picking through his teeth. There's and you can see blood all over the fur.
That hence why. What about him?
Eh,
I mean, he
You
appears to
cannot
be.
count out that for me, sir.
I'm
Tell us what we
sorry.
want to know.
Okay. Fine. They're going to the camp, but it won't do you any good
Why is that?
because you're all dead. She will see to it.
We do not look dead to me.
You're already dead. You just don't know it.
Well, I mean,
That is funny
then
you
there
say
should be
that.
no fear telling dead people what they ask, I guess. Right?
I just did. They're at the camp up ahead, like that way, into the hills. You'll see a plateau. You can't miss it.
And who
Were
is
you guys
she?
just left behind, or were you specifically just like a rear guard or something?
No, the kobolds got hungry. They saw the chickens. We figured we'd get a free meal.
It is quite good, Raz can assure you.
Yeah, I haven't had one yet. Thanks. Would you mind if I grab one off the fire now?
Hmm.
I've told you what I know.
Does he have a hood on?
No, he's actually like in regular clothing.
Raz is going to squint his eyes and say, if this one
Ain't
sees you,
we just?
what?
I'm sorry. Cole put the quote from Firefly in the thing, and we all just watched Firefly the other day. So,
Yep.
Yep. That's one of my sound bites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Russ. I didn't mean to interrupt
Nope,
you.
that's fine. He's going to tell the guy, if we let you go, and have a chicken if you wish. If I see you again amongst this band of travelers or kidnappers or whatever they are called, you will not wish that we had let you go alive. Do you understand my meaning? So, if you do not understand my accent, I will tell you we are going south. Why don't you go north and just keep going north? Possibly even turn yourself in to the folks at Greenest. Maybe they will have mercy on you. Because Raz will not if he sees you again.
So, Roz, I would like you to roll intimidation, and because of that whole thing, I will actually give you advantage on that.
Yay, gonna need it.
Also, the blood on your face, picking at your teeth, and all that. Yeah, I would have been like, "All right, man, I'm out." All right, you got. Oh, it did drop one. Okay, So he's looking at you and he's listening, kind of looks around, looks at the bodies, looks at you. He says, North, you're still going to die, but not by my hand.
Well, we
Yes, your
all die
lady. Could you
someday.
be so kind as to praise the name of your lady?
He looks at you and he just says, Tiamat.
Okay.
Ah, you have been very helpful. Please help yourself to a chicken and then go north.
He's going to slowly stand up and he's going to walk towards the fire. And he is going to take one of the sticks with the chicken at the end of it, kind of like throw it over his shoulder, and start walking north, like proudly walking past you.
I look at him and I wave and I say, "Safe travels."
He just stops and gives you like a side eye, and then turns and humps and walks away
So flustered.
as Vermouth shoots him in the back.
Thinking about this entire time. I mean, I could just shock and grasp and end it all.
He only has one hit point.
I mean, was that the best move? I'm
sorry.
worried.
So the thing is, he's walking away into the darkness, and Vermouth is like, "Is this really the best move?" And he's like walking a little bit faster. The crazy one has spoken. Time to go.
I mean, there was no need to hurt him. He's going north.
I mean, he is walking through the dark with a sharp stick with a chicken on the end of it. He could trip.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh,
he could
you're right.
trip, poke
Be
his eye
careful, watch
out,
your step.
attack.
I yell that out
You can
to
draw
him.
attention by fresh cookly meat on a
Yes, don't let the
stick.
wildlife get you.
I mean, just one firebolt, y'all.
One
As all of
firebolt
you
and
are
an
watching
alignment
him walk
change.
away into the darkness, the kobold kind of sits up.
Oh, yeah.
Should I attack that one or leave it alone?
Your friend is going that way.
He looks back at the human. Not my friend.
Do you want to
Well, your
join your other
options are to
friends
go-
then?
Oh, that would be nice. Where are they? He like looks
She
around
points.
and goes, "Oh, I'll go with him."
Wise decision.
He does have a chicken, so there's some food.
Kobold will also get up slowly, start backing away, and as soon as he like backs away enough, he will turn and start running.
Just watch them run off.
Okay, they're gone. You have a fire and a. Oh, there's also, remember I told you there was some like sacks and stuff. So there are sacks like piled up around the area. But when you
What are
went
the
through them,
sacks?
getting there.
Oh, sorry.
So when you went through them looking for the rope, you did find like some of the sacks had some coin in it. So one of them had pewter candlesticks, some silver serving dishes, a few religious carvings from Shanti. Like just basically like little minor treasures. You're thinking that this is some of the loot taken from Greenest.
Right. It's a looting party.
Are there
Hashtag
any
pillage goods.
are there any long swords on the bodies?
They all have scimitars.
Mm. Okay.
I'm gonna put the parcel in the party sheet. So I don't know who wants if you guys want it or not.
You're
But
assuming we can actually handle the weight.
there's silver pieces. You might want those. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Also, there's like a couple.
Okay, I just totally lost sound and heard nothing that you just said. What the heck? I can't hear Havoc either, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Trying
Why
to
is it
reboot
not?
Now it's
your
working again.
Discord. Oh, okay.
Oh, you can hear it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, so that's what we were talking about. Go. Yeah, it
Whatever
is
you just
bad.
said over the last like 3 minutes, I heard none of it. So
I was talking about a spell in Cole where we were killing time wasting for you.
yeah.
What was the last thing you heard me say so I could try to I'll repeat it with the Cliff Note version?
Honestly, I panicked and I don't even remember what the last thing we were talking about the cobalt sack and that it had silver pieces in it, and then it was just nothing.
Cobalt sack. I did not say anything about the cobalt sack.
It's on that's
It's on the party
description
sheet.
in the party sheet. Yeah, it's called
Jackass.
Cobalt Sack. Oh, now he's a jackass. When he's-
Phrasing.
All right. So, honestly, it was just talking about like what was in it, what you guys found, that they didn't have a lot. I talked about their armor not being really, it was just barely leather armor. So they had pouches full of rocks for the slings. There wasn't a lot there. And then there was a couple of sticks of chicken or chicken on a stick. So I don't think you really missed much. It wasn't anything like that. And then while we found out your sound was down, we were just talking to Drake about why we had the question about Scorching Ray earlier. And even the way I read it there, I don't like you could hurl all three at the same time, but I think that's just weird. I like the rapid, like you're like,
Well, the duration
oh,
is instantaneous.
yeah, that's true too, but it is
I would say kind of
rapid.
like magic missile.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
like that's up to you.
Poorly worded.
So
Yeah.
Poorly
what I'm gonna
worded.
do
Vaguely
is for
worded.
today we're gonna do it that way, and I'll probably go in and check with Mr. Merles and see what he says. And so I'm sure. Yeah, normally a lot of spells roll at once, but there are some that is one after the other. So I will double check.
All right.
Yeah, but that was
Whatever
really
y'all
it. Yeah,
decide.
yeah.
And now everyone is quiet.
No, I was reading chat. So it was like, yes, I think it's
I'm like,
stumbling
oh
blocks
God, did I
needed,
lose sound again?
and then Vasila spark and
Panic,
it's still three
panic.
rays, probably three targets. Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same thing. It's also like it's basically like you want to do things. So I'll look at it. I think I've always done Scorching Rays, but I haven't had somebody cast that spell in a while. So
False.
um you When did you cast it? Oh no, you cast it, but you only cast it at one guy. You didn't split it.
No, I don't think there was multiple targets.
Right. You cast it at one person and hit him repeatedly. So I didn't have to think about it then. This is the first time I had to think about it that way for a while. Anyway,
You know, I
moving
was
on.
just thinking about it in Baldur's Gate. I cast it in Baldur's Gate. I have to use all 3 before it casts the actual spell. Like assign all 3 before it casts.
Yeah, but that's a mechanic in the game that is different. And this isn't Baldur's Gate.
Everything is Baldur's Gate.
I mean,
No, it's not. Now, that's enough. What are you guys doing? You've let the 2 prisoners go. You've gone through their stuff, and it is probably around
Keep going
midnight.
south?
Do we wish to continue or stay on here
I
until
mean,
mornings?
we can keep moving.
We are rested.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
probably keep going.
I mean, we did sleep all day, so
Mhm.
Our sleep schedule's now screwed up. We
Yeah.
are now nocturnal animals.
Whee!
Could you rephrase that, please?
No?
No. You said it as though it was a bad thing.
Nocturnal animals?
Yes. He squints.
Like owls?
Yes.
You know, they stay up all
exactly.
night. They sleep during the day. Like bats too. I think bats do that as well.
Mhm.
it's a good thing for our purposes right now. Let's go
Mhm.
ahead and just keep on going.
Okay. So you guys
As,
will
as we get to the edge of the camp, this little camp, do we see the carrying on of the crushed pathway?
Yes.
Okay. We
Why
will
do I hear
continue.
myself
Yeah,
back
I'm
at me?
hearing.
I don't know.
Vermouth.
What, me? Is it my
Yes.
fault?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
So weird hearing myself speaking.
So anyway, yes, we
We
will
have to listen
continue
to
to
it all the
follow.
time.
You walked into that one.
You did.
I did.
Indeed.
Also, you have all chosen to be here, so meh.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've been forced here against my will.
You can't even make that with a straight face.
All right. So yes, it does continue on the Cyros. Sorry.
Yep, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue on.
All right, you guys are gonna continue on into the late night. And Roz, you're just basically following the crushed grass. You're not doing anything else, right?
Well, I mean,
Other than
we're
staying
not,
alert.
yeah, we're being alert. Well, I am. Just checking the surroundings. Yes, being alert.
Okay.
Looking for possible more firelight.
I want you to roll perception. Same thing though. It's at disadvantage because of nighttime.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys are gonna continue, and you are heading towards the foothills that lead into the mountains. You can see them silhouetted against the night sky. So the light of the moon is reflecting off some clouds, and then there's just bleak black mountains. You can't make them out, no detail, just darkness. And you could see the broken hills as you approach them. And you can also feel the shift as you start walking uphill.
Can we discern how far this is?
How far you
Are we
have
at the
walked, or
foothills
how
of it, and it's still another few miles away, or what?
you're at the foothills, and yeah, the mountain range is probably still another 2 miles away. But you are entering the foothill.
Okay. Is the grass kind of stopped here? Are we going on rocks now?
Yeah, it's rockier. There's some shrubs and like basically just trees without leaves, just branches. But yes, the terrain here is much rougher.
Do we wish to carry on in the darkness, trying to traverse this mountainside? Or do we wish to stop?
This we might want to do in the daytime. Somewhere's looking up to see. It's like, I don't feel like going sledding down the hill in the dark.
Roz,
Yes.
survival. Yeah, you would be the only one that I'll give it to. So you're looking and you're following an obviously trail, and the broken grass leads to what is the equivalent of like a ravine or a little valley that kind of follows through the hills. But as you're looking at it, you're like, I don't like it. Like the hairs. Well, you have hair all over you, but like your hairs and whiskers start to like wiggle. You got an uneasy feeling about it. Like if you were gonna set a trap, this might be the place.
Okay, he will stop everyone, tell them to get down. Roz thinks there's possibility of traps, and not like the bear type traps, but there may be sharpshooters, snipers, whatever you call them, on the hills here. It is probably best to stay here and possibly even back up a little bit where we are not seen. Is there scrub oak or anything around where we can like hunker down behind it without being seen?
No, you are pretty much right at the edge of where um you have no cover. And
Okay.
right about that time, you're like, wait a minute. You kind of we should back up. An arrow whizzes by your head.
See,
And
Roz is not wrong.
and that's where we're going to stop.
Okay.
Because we're not going to get through the combat. We'll be going until like 1:00. And unfortunately, I still got to work.
Oh.
Boo.
I know, it sucks. So, I hope you all had fun. Everyone,
Yes, always.
thank you. Thank you all for coming by. The redeems, the bits, the hydrates, the follows, the subs. All fantastic. I love all of you.
Yep.
My players hate me. I don't know why.
We love you. It's just fun to tease you. Okay, I'm
Yep,
going to raid into
absolutely.
you so then you can just raid into whoever. So,
All right, I'm going to
Good
look
night,
for somebody
everyone.
to raid.
And I will also raid into her.
Oh, yay, raids. I love raids.
I know, right?
Bring
It was
back
so much
more-
fun.
A wheelchair.
And if you haven't followed Havoc, if you're in my chat, go ahead and hit follow over there too. And everybody else is mentioned in my stream title. So go follow everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're all
Mhm.
fantastic people, even though they're mean to me.
We're fantastic because
Aw.
we're mean to you.
Exactly.
That's not
It-
really how that works.
It kind of is. All right, we'll see you guys
You're
later.
fantastic to me
Listen.
in spite of it.
Here we go, folks.
All right, let's see who's out there to raid into. Hopefully, oh, there's a few people. Oh wait, right away I look at Lady M and Foxy.
Uh-huh.
Hey, raid! Hi everyone.
Hey, what do you know? Don't raid
Should
into
just-
me. We're
even
getting ready
though-
to shut it down.
Oh, okay. I know somebody who's raiding. I started following him today. He's like I met him in
truly?
Lady M's channel today for lunch. So he's been streaming pretty much a long time, but hopefully we'll catch him. So Mr. Gaming Lord.
Ah, yeah.
He's not playing
Yay.
D&D, but he is playing Lethal Company. So let's go give him. I know a few people in this chat, in this game, that want to actually see that. Also, yes, Cheerful. Thank you for reminding me. We are not going to be here for a few days, unfortunately. Sadness, but the holidays. So
Mhm.
everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful holiday with your friends and families and everybody. We'll be I'll be hanging out here because I'm not celebrating Christmas till the 27th. But everybody, I hope you have like a fantastic holiday. You get all the presents that you wanted. With
Mhm.
that, let's go over and